It's my
loved her.
second favorite movie of the
Alright,
year
we're
so
good
far
now.
for me.
Sorry about that. I was trying to fix my mic for like literally the past 20 minutes, and I have
It's
to.
okay.
I have to like figure out the settings to apply to it again, because like it just deleted my Adobe Audition thing for some reason, which has like all the settings that allow it to do like noise removal and stuff, and yeah, that was annoying. How's
Don't you
everybody
love
doing? Sorry
technology?
about that.
Doing alright.
Good.
I'm
Pretty
crazy
good.
stressed out. Just stress constantly.
Did anyone else? Oh, sorry.
What's up? Hello? What'd you
What's
say?
happening? Me? Or
Someone said, "Did anyone else?" and then stopped talking.
oh yeah.
I got cut out. I'm back in now.
Okay.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, did anyone else not a big fan of well, I wasn't. I'll just say I wasn't a big fan of the CGI monkey in Nope.
I mean, it's
That's
not.
like one
It
of my
doesn't
only
have the
complaints with that
budget of
movie.
like Planet of the Apes, you know. So I don't know. It
It
wasn't.
was fine.
I didn't hate it.
It was okay. It wasn't that
It could be
huge of
better.
an issue for me. Yeah.
Wasn't a problem for me either. I just love the fist bump, the invention of the fist bump.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, it took me off guard, but I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I thought it was a great
So-
opening for a
Is my
movie.
mic working?
Like, as in terms of
Yes.
Yep.
setting the tone.
All right.
Are we
The
safe for
animals
no
in
spoilers?
I had a bigger problem with like the CG animals in Prey than I did with like the monkey in Nope. Did anyone else feel that way?
Yeah, I thought that was one
Yeah,
of the
those
weaker
were much
aspects
worse.
of Prey.
That bear looked
Oh yeah,
awful.
that's like
Yeah, the bear was really bad.
I don't know.
But the predator looked great. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
But that was like
Yeah.
partial. That was like partial CG too.
Oh really? Well, that
Well,
explains it.
I mean, yeah, it was mostly like a guy in the suit. I think. I don't think that was completely CG. I think it was just like
It looked-
parts
yeah,
of the
probably
face.
looked too good.
I went into Prey thinking it was gonna be like a surprise, and then like halfway through the movie, I dipped and I went, okay, I'm just
How
gonna
could-
fast
How could
forward.
you expect a surprise? That seems like an oxymoron.
Because Ralph gave it like an A, I think, and then all my friends in my group chat were like, "Oh, it's like one of the best films of the year," and I was like, with my eyebrows raised up, I was like, "Really?"
I think a big
That's
reason
why I was
why
like,
the
okay.
I think a big reason why Prey got such big praise was mainly because the last Predator movie was bad.
Oh, so
I mean-
a relative thing.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
got
know.
nice
I don't remember enough
cinematography at the
about any of the
start.
Predator movies for me to
Yeah,
give a proper.
I think it's getting a little bit overhyped. Like it's very simple. It's a very simple movie, very simple premise. We've all seen that kind of thing before. But yeah, it was just refreshing to see the Predator face slapped on that kind of thing again.
Yeah, it did look good. The Predator.
I had a really
That's
stupid
about it.
idea for a Predator movie, and I hope you guys are ready for my terrible idea. But I
Shoot.
had this idea called the Redditor, where it's
Oh,
a bunch of
God.
people on Reddit going on and fighting a predator. It's stupid, but it's just an idea I came up with.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
It would be a much slower monster.
it'd be a deconstruction of the Predator fan base.
I'm still messing with my
Yeah.
audio settings in case anyone's wondering why I'm like
It could
in my
be
phone for half of this. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It could be like you know those subreddits where it seems to have like a really dedicated following for like finding a missing person.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like those subreddits are such a weird deep dive on because there's like people that update it. Like it'll be like a case that's like 20 years old and there's people just dedicated to finding it, like being like, I found a new evidence.
That's kind
It's
of
like okay, like you can have like that, but with the Predator, I guess, to add to your film
I
idea.
guess it was just an idea that I thought about on a whim, and I just thought in the name because I like the title a lot.
The name's funny.
exactly. That's all you need to make a shitty horror movie is just like a pun title, and then it doesn't matter what the movie is.
Winnie the
You mean
like a
Pooh.
country
they,
song.
You mean like they slash them?
Exactly. That's all you need.
Did anybody watch that?
Is it out
No.
yet?
No,
It is on Peacock. I haven't seen
Oh.
it, but it's out.
but it's on Peacock. The the who has that streaming service?
Isn't Peacock free? Well, it's free for
free.
me.
Kind of. The
Oh, is
way
it?
it works is that so you know how there's those streaming services like Tubi and
Mhm.
Pluto TV. Well, you could for certain movies you can do it like that, where you can watch it for free with ads. But if you want like certain movies and exclusive original content, you had to pay for it via like the Netflix model.
It's kind of
That's how it works.
strange.
It is strange, but it's their model, I guess.
It just really doesn't seem worth it to be paying for something like Peacock, because I don't know. I've got all the content I've wanted from it for the
Other
free
streaming
one.
services do it.
Yeah.
Discovery
Disney's
Plus,
gonna do,
there's the ads option.
Yeah, Disney's gonna start doing ads on Disney Plus.
And Netflix.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
And then Netflix has said Netflix said they're going to do it, but then they haven't yet. And
Mhm.
it seems like the backlash scared them. So it's hard to tell now.
Well, they said they're going to launch it next year sometime. I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
So you can get Netflix Plus.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to make money in whatever way they can.
I got YouTube Premium. That was the most worth it, like, subscription thing I've
Yeah.
ever got. Like hours of my life back.
Same.
Yeah, just to
From
remove
that
ads
show.
and have it play on your phone while it's locked or
I
whatever.
got the student discount
So much
from the
better.
YouTube Premium because I'm in a university. I won't
Yep,
say
I
which,
use
but
it too.
I got the cheaper version, and it's worth it because I hate ads.
Oh yeah.
It's worth
Just
it
the
for
time.
Museo alone.
That's funny. Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I
That's
should
true.
watch that.
Oh, it's great.
I need to see it as well.
Did anyone watch Brokeback Mountain for the new Salonica?
Not yet.
I'll get to
not
that
yet.
soon, but not yet.
I'm gonna probably do a watch along today.
Oh,
Saw it a couple years ago. I should probably
Okay.
rewatch it.
I did see that new A24 movie, Bodies.
Me
today.
too.
I would
Also
like
last
to.
night-
I don't know if I'm able to. Let's see if it's even playing near me.
The trailer made it look way worse than it was. It was.
Yeah.
I
It's very
was
good. I
surprised
think.
how much I liked it. That's how I would say it.
Okay, I got a question for you. Would you call it a satire?
Kind of. I don't know. It would.
Oh, it's
I had to
finally
look more
playing
into
near
it.
me. Maybe I'll see it.
Yeah, it's worth seeing. I think.
Yeah, I'll
I
try
really
and
liked
see
it.
it soon.
The best thing about it was that it was really short. It didn't linger at all. It
Yeah,
was like an hour and a half, and it went by fast.
I had a pretty good crowd with me as well.
I only had 3 people. One of them was a couple, and the other guy was just there because he was old.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I think it's a pretty good movie to watch with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Personally,
I
Yeah.
went
I
today
like
and I saw
movies
like a
like
matinee
those.
showing, and the theater I saw it at was just it's only my area is only popular when it's like a Marvel movie or like a big blockbuster thing, but when it's an independent movie, it's like 5 people at most.
thankfully, there's a theater right by
Thank
me.
God
that's
it's that
been
way, not the
showing-
reverse.
It's been showing a lot of A24 movies early. Like I saw Marcel the Shell
Mhm.
like 2
I
weeks
did too.
before.
Oh, I love Marcel the
Marcel
Shell.
the
Is that-
Shell is so.
That would.
It's so good.
Someone just let me know when it's on digital, because
It's
Hey,
so
yeah,
cute.
didn't-
It's
It'll-
so cute.
I didn't.
I'm
sure-
I know. It looks cute, but like I don't know if that's enough for me to carry me. You know.
It's honestly
I
the
can
best.
understand that.
I say this in the nicest way possible. It feels like a feature-length YouTube video.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was technically
It
based off of a
looks-
YouTube
it looks like
series.
that.
It was
Yeah,
technically based on a YouTube series.
yeah, by
You know
the
what?
same
I don't even
people.
think it's that cute.
What's
Bam.
Damn.
What's this film called?
Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
I'm gonna add that to my watch list. Thank you. Oh, it's already in my watch list. Never mind.
It's A24.
It's basically A24, the kids movie.
Hey, babe,
the-
the new A24 just dropped. Yes, honey. That
The director of that movie is directing the live action Lilo and Stitch. Just
I
so you
saw
know.
That's a
that.
thing. Really, that's a
sucks.
thing. That's actually
I didn't even
happening.
know that was happening.
Oh,
Of course it's happening. They haven't got anything else now.
Fair. Fair.
I have
I guess
these
another
old
is-
notes in my phone of like my audio settings that I had before, so I can actually replicate them. But it's just a pain in the ass manually inputting everything. So
Was it because of like the new Windows update or something? Because
I don't know what I
I
did,
know
but I did update my computer today, so that's probably it. I don't know, but
because
it's
You
just,
before I
sound fine.
came on this meeting, I actually had to update my computer. Nothing changed for me, but it was weird.
yeah, I did
Computer's
update my
boot up has
computer, and then
been-
all of a sudden my fucking Adobe Audition shit's just gone. So, oops.
my computer
Thanks,
has been having
Microsoft.
like the lowest,
Microsoft
like
bimbos.
the slowest like boot up ever.
Ugh.
Like it takes like 2 minutes to boot up. It's like really bad. I don't know why.
Mm.
Right, saved, and then I'll save a duplicate just cause.
Also, the chat overlay is on the stream.
Oops, thank you. In case somebody's watching on Twitch, which I'm not streaming to. It's just on YouTube. All right. I'm almost done. Sorry about this.
It's fine. I mean, I've had computer troubles myself, so
Okay.
you're not alone.
You got to do what you got to do.
I was like so ready. I was like, I'm perfectly on time. And then it didn't work.
Yeah, I was wondering why. Like, usually you're pretty like on time, and I was like, oh, it's been 8 minutes.
Yeah, I was able to
I guess the audio.
start the Zoom thing, and everybody's in the lobby or whatever waiting. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was trying to do a lot before starting from scratch, which I inevitably had to do. But whatever.
We made it.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having
Oh,
us.
thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So I saw that there's a couple of movies that are coming to TIFF that look interesting.
haven't
Yeah,
thought
the
about
schedule's
TIFF
not
yet.
out yet, so I don't. Yeah,
It's next month, isn't it?
It's next
August
month, and I'm not
23rd, I
going because
think.
I have a wedding to attend. But
TIFF is next
if
month,
I
but the
could, I
schedule is
would.
gonna be out.
I don't know.
Is the new
One-
Bomback playing there?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I
I
don't,
don't think it
it
is. I know that some of the movies I saw that were on the list include like the new Park Chan-wook is going to be there,
Obviously,
so
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yes.
One movie that does
Steven
interest me,
Spielberg
I think The Whale by Darren Aronofsky is going to be there,
Yes.
which
Yeah,
is
that's
awesome.
gonna be there.
And I saw that
Hell yeah.
one that does interest me is that remember The Father from 2020 or 2021, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There's The Son, which is apparently
Oh yeah.
what I saw is that it's also it's apparently going to be a trilogy, kind of like the Cornetto trilogy is like connected but not really. Where the Father's the first film, the second film's The Son, and the third film is going to be called The Mother.
Should be
And
called the
Son's
Holy
gonna be at
Spirit.
TIFF.
The Holy
I mean, they
Ghost.
should have done
Um,
that, but yeah,
That's
they're
a
all based
bazinga.
off of plays by the director of The Father made all three of the plays, and I think he's going to adapt all those movies into movies. Sorry.
So there's like
Michael Caps.
3
Oh,
plays that
yeah.
exist already.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
and he's going to adapt all of them into movies apparently, and The Sun's going to be at TIFF, and it's coming out November 11th worldwide apparently.
That's really cool. I had no idea that was actually being made. I didn't know that was a thing.
Who,
Well, it's done.
who's in it?
It's, Hugh Jackman, and I don't know the other people, but I know Hugh Jackman is the main character. I think Anthony Hopkins is in it as well. I don't know. Let me look.
That's awesome. Hugh Jackman can be really good when he's casted well in a movie.
Cast.
Yeah,
So that's
look at-
exciting.
The
Cat.
past or sorry the
Oh, Laura Dern's
what is
in
it
it.
called?
Yeah,
Adverb.
Lord Dern.
Yeah,
Is it
Vanessa
grammatically?
Kirby.
Is that grammatically?
It's cat
wrong?
when you're talking about movies. It's just cast in the other form.
Mm.
as a
I see
verb.
Vanessa Kirby's also in the film, so that's awesome. I don't know the rest. I'm just looking at all the
Yeah.
people who are involved. A lot of them I don't recognize, but it's cool that they're in the film.
Mm-hmm.
What did
Yes.
really surprise me is that the new Henry Selick's actually going to be at TIFF. Wendell and Wild.
Oh, that I'm
Yeah, and
excited
that's like
for.
also written by Jordan Peele, which is weird.
Yeah,
Like co-written. At
Written or
least.
produced?
Written, co-written.
Henry Selick.
I'm pretty sure he has a role in it. Too.
Oh, yeah?
Wait,
Yeah,
I know
that
Keegan Michael
looked
Key's in
interesting.
it.
yeah.
Whoa.
Another one I think that's being at TIFF is
Oh,
the
awesome.
new the new Martin McDonough film.
Mick
They're
Donut.
both in it. They're both in it.
Yeah.
Martin McDonough, the Banshees of Ice Shishirin. I probably butchering the name, but that's going to be at TIFF, and I think that's getting a release in October. I think Triangle of Sadness is being at TIFF as well, which apparently that's getting a lot of praise.
Yes. Everything that I expected to be at TIFF is at TIFF. I'm like pretty good at calling these things. It's
sadly,
like
I don't think the new Iñárritu film's not being at TIFF. I don't think. At
was
least
that at Cannes? Like, what is that?
Steven Spielberg
What's the new
film?
Iñárritu? Like that?
It's called Bardo, and it's being premiered at Venice, but not at TIFF.
It's not.
The
really
new Guadagnino is not going to
But
be
like
there
the
either.
full lineup for TIFF,
Guadagnino.
like has the full lineup for TIFF been announced, or just select
Most
movies?
of it
Not yet.
has.
The contemporary world cinema is yet to be announced, but everything else is there.
Okay. Because depending on I don't know, even for stuff like Vancouver Film Festival, sometimes things will just get there'll be like some big titles that just get announced like way after the other ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the other films that are being at TIFF and see some notable highlights.
God, have you guys seen the new poster for Triangle of Sadness?
No,
I
I haven't
have
looked at
not.
anything about it. So. Oh
Who
Jesus!
Oh,
Is that a
no.
vomit or is that a firework?
Oh yeah. I have seen it. Yeah, that's a good. I
Like,
have seen it.
like I can't tell if it's vomit or not. It kind of just looks like she's spitting out champagne.
That's funny. What
That's a good.
what year was the other one that won the Palme d'Or from him?
2017.
Shit.
It was
Square.
the Square.
Because I was like, I should rewatch The Square. And if it was for
I really like that
2016, then-
director. Honestly, I think he's really good.
Yeah. So there's now like 5 people that have won the Palme d'Or twice, and nobody's won it 3 times, I think.
Okay, Adam, I need you to make a prediction.
What?
So for the primetime category, the last season of Lars von Trier's show is going to be there.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to make an appearance?
His press appearances are apparently being scaled back because he has Parkinson's now. So
Yeah.
I saw that.
TIFF is a big thing, but I don't know. Maybe he'll just be staying local, not crossing the, ocean. I have no idea.
Maybe he'll Zoom call.
It'd
into
be
the
cool if,
festival.
because I don't know. So at TIFF, so it's premiering at like Venice, right? And is it for sure at TIFF also?
It is at TIFF. It's been confirmed.
Because there's been shows that have premiered at TIFF, but they'll play like episode 4, 5, and 6 or something, and you're like in the middle, and you get like a snippet of it, and it's like, damn, it would be really cool to see some Von Trier stuff at TIFF, but at the same time, do I really want to start it from? Like, we'll see how they do it, or if they're gonna play the whole show, or what the deal is.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Has he had any other films at TIFF?
I'm sure he has. It's just been a while, and House That Jack Built was like not at every festival. It was kind of controversial. I think I saw that one at Viv. I think that might have been a Vancouver Film Festival one. There's some weird ones that Vancouver will do that TIFF doesn't get.
So
I'm looking
there's
at
a.
other.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
I was gonna ask this. I was gonna ask like if there's a TIFF for like Toronto, there's a VIF for Vancouver. Is there another one? Like kind of another.
The third
film
one will be
festival?
called YIF.
There's a SIF.
There is a
SIF that I go to.
There,
Oh, really?
there's Seattle International Film Festival. Yeah.
That's the one I go to every year.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay,
Is it
I
SIF?
did.
Oh,
I
is it
forgot.
SIF? Okay.
I was a joke, but I'm looking at other films for TIFF. Notable highlights: Glass Onion, the Knives Out sequel, is going to be at TIFF.
Yep. Yeah, I'll see that for sure.
And other ones, The Fablemans by Steven Spielberg. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, yeah, there's a new Spielberg. Sure, I'll see it.
Broker by who was his name? By like
Hirokatsu Koreeda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's his
Yeah.
name. He did I forget what he did, but I know he did some stuff.
Shoplifters.
Afterlife.
Shoplifters.
Shoplifters.
But like a
Yeah,
movie every year,
Shoplifters.
basically.
Mhm.
Fucking
Um,
Japanese directors. Make
The
so
guy
much
who
money.
drive my car.
Gotta
did
make that money. Gotta make that money.
New Sam Mendes, Empire of Light at TIFF.
Sam Mendes
I don't
is
know.
not like consistent enough that I would be like, oh yeah, I got to see Sam Mendes. You know?
Yeah, I
Fair.
know
He
you
really
were
dropped.
putting
He
on
really
1917.
he really dropped the ball. He really like. He made like a classic, and now I don't even.
Yeah,
get
but
excited
also
about.
like American Beauty was also a lot of Alan Ball. You know,
True.
like he didn't write it.
I mean, yeah. When you watch like 6 Feet Under, it's like, oh, this is clearly
yeah,
American
it
Beauty guy,
feels
right?
more like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which Bond did he do?
He did Skyfall and Spectre. He did 2 of them.
Oh, one good, one bad.
Did he actually do Spectre?
Yeah, he did, and it sucked.
Yeah, Spectre
My
wasn't
dad.
good.
It's like my dad loves Spectre. It's like his favorite one. It's so weird.
Every dad likes that movie.
He kind of loves Casino Royale and Skyfall, but he hasn't seen the other ones.
Like most dads like most Bonds, I suppose. Really.
They don't like the new one. I feel like
The-
I've met a lot of.
Is it
old
'cause
men
it was
that are like
woke?
that new one's bad?
The new
No,
one was super long. It was like it would have been better if it was shorter, but it went on for way too long. That was a problem.
I
had
agree.
With No Time to Die.
I agree. I love Daniel Craig. He's probably my favorite Bond. But
Dang
yeah,
old
Daniel
Craig.
that dang old Craig did it again.
Sean Connery wasn't bad as Bond.
Oh, he's
But it was
great.
like
Fun.
silly. It's like really silly.
Yeah, his
Those,
movies were
those ones.
definitely
But
a
Roger
product of his
Moore's the
time.
silly. Roger Moore's the silly one.
Yeah, Roger Moore is the silliest of them. And then what was the Woody Allen Casino Royale? That was like a parody film, but
What? I
Those-
wasn't aware of such a thing.
That was done by like a
really?
like an
Yeah,
acclaimed director.
there is a parody version of Casino Royale prior the Daniel Craig one,
It was,
which
That's
has
funny.
a young Woody,
Yeah, it's in black and
very
white.
young Woody Allen in it.
it was done by
it's
John
not in black and
Huston.
white. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's not in black and white. It's like I've never seen it. I've just seen clips of it, and I've been like, okay,
Me too.
this is
John
either
Huston
annoying
directed it,
or.
and
What did he direct? Did he direct like Top Secret and stuff? I'm assuming, or
John Huston's the director of the Maltese Falcon and Treasures Sierra Madre, like a bunch of great films. Honestly,
okay.
yeah. So I've been wanting to see that Casino Royale for a couple years, but I've just never got around to it. I
The
don't know
only
if it's
Bond
any
movies
good or
I've
not.
seen are Daniel Craig ones. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but I would like to at least watch GoldenEye because I played the N64 game before.
Great movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time, and I haven't played the game in a long time either.
Both are super nostalgic.
I got lucky with getting GoldenEye. I got it for like $20 at a thrift store, but if you go on like places, it's like $100 or something.
Goldeneye
Still
is
play
actually-
The
Yeah, I
Wii
don't know.
remake.
I think I'm done
easy
looking
to-
over audio stuff and doing all that fixing nonsense tweaking. And so the
Hooray.
audio should
Whoa,
sound a bit better now.
Congrats.
It should sound like it usually does, I think. And then there's like one maybe
You can
tiny
clap.
tweak that I could make, but I'll do that later. But yeah, that was a nice.
Very cool.
What's up, Kiki?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Adam. One movie that also kind of caught my interest in the TIFF selection was this film called "The Banshees of Inisherin." Oh yeah, someone
I
probably
just said
mentioned
that.
it.
I just recommended that. That's by Martin McDowell, who did
Yeah.
3 Billboards and In Bridges.
Oh, yeah.
I might be
Bruges.
mispronouncing it.
In
Yeah,
Bruges.
I'm probably.
Sorry, there were a bunch of
Bruges.
people
Martin
talking, and
McDonut.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, and I'm just interested. I think that's getting a release either in October. I don't know.
Okay,
it's probably
so
going to
not
be an
that-
Oscar bait movie.
Not that soon after.
What was the name?
There's a lot of those at TIFF where they're just like doing a 2-week early premiere or something.
Hmm.
I mean, I think remember X from earlier this year by Ty West?
Yes.
Because I believe the sequel Pearl is being at TIFF, even though that's getting
Yeah, it
released in
is.
September.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was a sequel to X.
It's a
Well, it's a
prequel.
A prequel. Yeah, that's kind of funny actually. There was like I forget the context for it, but I think it was just the theatrical release. There was like a post-credits scene for X, but I never got to
was.
see it because I didn't see it in theaters.
I saw it in theaters, and I for some reason skipped out on the post-credit scene because at that point,
Yeah,
I,
me too.
I, like,
I'm so
I
mad
liked the
about
film,
that.
but it was just like, I'm kind of done with this.
What's up, Travis?
Mm.
I wanted to add for X. I had a packed theater when I saw it, and by the time I was literally the only one who witnessed the post-credit scene because everyone else had left.
Oh my god.
I was like, wait, the movie's still going. I like to stay during the credits for like every movie I see unless I hate it. But like,
I stay for ones I like, and for ones where it's like
should physically stop them.
they're superhero movies and I'm supposed to watch the end credits sequence or something.
It's like A24 movies never have post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
Except that one. But although one thing about X was that I didn't have a crowded theater, but what I did have was a there were some people. One person brought their kids to the film.
Oh no!
And they were like, "Ew, gross!" and it kept screaming, which was amusing, to say the least. I mean, I didn't do anything about it, but it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of kids are bringing a lot of parents are bringing their kids to see Jurassic Dominion because it's perfect. You can go right to sleep, put the kids right to bed, and
it's a baby movie.
Jurassic World Dominion is like my most hated movie of the year for so far for me. I couldn't stand that movie.
There's apparently an extended cut.
Yeah, I just.
Is it just going to be more bullshit?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see how.
Yeah, that was brutal. Way to drop the ball. That's like Star Wars level shit, man.
It's funny that Colin Trevorrow was supposed to do episode 9, and like now that I've seen Jurassic World Dominion, it's like episode 9 would have sucked either way, honestly.
It was meant to be.
Thank the Book of Henry.
So the extended cut is 160 minutes.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Wow.
no,
thanks.
So it adds like 13 minutes, I guess. It's already 2.5 hours.
I nearly bought. I think there's like a Jurassic. They're doing like another Blu-ray release of like all the Jurassic Park movies. It's like a collection, obviously, because why not? And I think it's like $60. But even with like how bad Jurassic World Dominion is, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that. I'll just get like the first Jurassic Park in 4K at some points.
It's cool that we gave $1 billion to a bad movie. Again.
So cool. That's so cool.
Fallen Kingdom.
Like everybody, nobody liked it.
It is a franchise though that you could do different stuff with. Like the thing of Prey, right? Like you could do some cool shit in the Jurassic Park frame. You know what I mean? But
do a Jurassic Park.
I want dinos in space.
I want like a zoo tycoon. Like, well, I guess that is the Jurassic Park.
Just have like a Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park crossover. There, you got $1 billion in your hands.
They're both Universal.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
The Fast and Furious Jurassic Park crossover is the new Pokemon games.
Damn, I went to the Fast and Furious ride in Universal, and it was broken. It stopped working like halfway through, and then it fixed itself. It was really embarrassing. It like froze on the video screen, and there was like it reset, and there was like a crowd of frozen people on the screen, and
we made a dinosaur.
That's funny. I saw you gave like Muppet Vision 3D a 5.
Yeah, I saw that at Disney World.
Yeah, I went to Disney World back in June. I did that, and I did Muppet Vision just because it was like the shortest line at Disney when I went. It was like there was like 5-minute waits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's never a long line for the sit down and watch something things, but they're all like pretty good. They're not like they're kind of underrated.
Yeah, and they're interactive too, right?
Some of them.
Some of them are. I know that like when I went, the Frozen sing along thing was a long line for some reason. I don't know. I didn't do it. It just had a long line. When
I didn't do the Frozen thing because it had a long line.
But
somebody is asking in a super chat, what franchise would you actually be happy dying?
Where to begin?
I mean, like honestly, Star Wars because it would be funny.
It's got to be number one. It's got to be.
I used to watch Star Wars. I don't care anymore. I watched like the first episodes of Obi-Wan, and I was just like, yeah. Fuck this! I'm done with
anything
this.
That there was like a recent large financial investment in is what I would be happy dying. Just want to see.
It's also the franchise that really milks like the bottom of the barrel. Like they really pull out every little piece of shit they can.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm very
Oopsie.
sore. I
What
hurt
about,
my
There are a lot
thumb
of
in one.
franchises that went
Hey.
on for way
Hello.
longer than they should. I mean, I don't know.
I'm thinking of grabbing a
It was
beer.
as well.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm trying to
ahead.
decide what beer I want.
Guinness.
Well, I could do a
Adam,
Guinness.
sorry. How are you enjoying
Drink
season
more of
3
me,
of The
I'm on
Boys
a
so
diet.
far?
So far it's better than season 2, yeah. I mean, I've only
Hmm.
seen the first 2 episodes, so
Yeah.
I'll be
I
watching more
liked
tonight.
season
It's
3 a
much
lot.
better.
It was
Pulled
great.
pulled a Breaking Bad, where like it got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, I feel I feel
Hmm.
a bit more strongly about season 2 of Breaking Bad than I do about season 2 of The Boys. Season 2 of The Boys, I was just like bored. Season 2 of Breaking Bad, I
Confession-
was like kind of frustrated. I was still engaged, but like
Same.
just annoyed.
Confession
Well-
time, I've never seen a single episode of Breaking Bad. I know
You
I
should
should
watch it.
watch that
Neither
show,
have
but I
I.
need to.
Mhm.
But I
You
haven't
should
gotten to
start
it yet.
from
I'm just
episode
busy.
1 and watch it. It's a good show.
I'll
It's
get
on
to it
Netflix.
eventually. It's just like one of those shows that I'm just like, everyone says it's great. I need to get to it at some point. I'll get to it eventually, but I don't know. I'm busy with stuff.
It's
Mm.
It's funny to watch it become slightly dated. My best friend is just watching it for the first time and kind of vicariously watching it with him to
Mhm.
see his reaction from seeing it for the first time. But it's funny. It's already becoming slightly dated.
In what way?
Even just the way they talk,
Mm-hmm.
even just the way they speak. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Breaking Bad is kind of like the source of inspiration for many other shows, so
Yeah.
it could
Speaking of which,
feel
are you guys
copy.
pumped for the finale of Better Call Saul on Monday?
hell
Oh, is it
yeah.
the
I
series
still need to
finale?
I
catch
have seen
up.
it.
It's over.
Finally.
I've loved it. I thought it was great.
I
just as
prefer
good as
when
Breaking Bad.
franchises just
I'm-
end instead of going on for way too long, like the Star Warses and the Jurassic Parks, where they go on for longer than they should.
Yeah,
One thing I do find funny
the
is
cool cats.
I saw this thing about. One thing I do find funny is that this month, and I think also early September to an extent, is that we're getting new Star Wars show, new Marvel show, new Game of Thrones show, and a new Lord of the Rings show, and nobody cares about any of them.
Yeah,
That's funny.
well, people do care about the Lord of the Rings one in a kind of like content way, you know?
For now.
I'll see Lord of the Rings just out of curiosity, but I'm not expecting it to be good at all.
I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
It's not like they capture the same magic. It's like
Apparently, like they offered they like ghosted Peter Jackson for the Lord of the Rings show or something.
That's what I heard.
but he doesn't have it in him anymore. He's like just retirement stuff. How old is he actually? I don't know. I just want to say like who how old he is.
You're kind of cutting out a bit. I couldn't tell what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. My internet's really bad. Does it sound better?
Not really. I mean, we can kind of hear what you're
I
saying.
might have to just listen.
That's fine.
Get a better internet.
You paying for it?
No, are you?
Mhm.
Maybe that's your problem.
If you live in Canada, you don't want to pay for it. Damn.
Oh god.
It's
Yeah,
expensive.
Yeah, last month's meetup was during the Rogers outage.
Oh, really?
it was. Yeah, that was stressful because I almost couldn't log into Patreon because of it.
Oh god.
I'm glad
That
I'm a
sounds
bellboy.
bad.
Yeah, what was funny, it was also the same day as the Roger Waters concert in Toronto, so it was just a whole day
Oh,
of
no.
Roger.
That's so
And-
funny.
That's
Apparently,
funny.
fortunately, there were no issues with that. But if you're a fan of The Weeknd, his show got canceled the last minute.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I was running around. Oh yeah, I remember. I had to like postpone my hangout by like 2 hours because of some stupid thing. Because of an appointment that I was. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. I'm gonna grab a Guinness. I'll be back very quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Well, while Adam's gone, has anyone seen The Rehearsal by Nathan Fielder?
Nope.
I
Yes.
want
I
to.
wanted to.
Where do you watch it?
And
It's HBO. I mean, it's regular HBO. I mean, I have HBO Max, which is how I'm watching it. But I'm assuming if you have a regular HBO, you could watch it because it's a normal HBO show. I like it a lot. It's probably the only thing I'll say is you should. It's not a requirement, but you should watch some of Nathan for You before seeing it. It's not required necessarily, but it would help. You don't have to watch the entire show, but you should watch some of it before watching the rehearsal. That's all I would say as a recommendation.
Just so you can get like the sense of humor.
Kind of, and there's some jokes that like there's like one or two jokes that like is specifically for Nathan for You fans, I guess. But most of the show though, you think you can still watch without having seen Nathan for You. But I would recommend you do it anyways because Nathan for You is an awesome show, and the rehearsal is also awesome. It's probably my favorite show on TV right now, honestly.
Yeah. My only problem is I can't watch the first episode of Focus because a friend of me and my fiance is actually in the episode, like in the background, and I can't watch the episode without looking at them. I'm like literally just focused on them the whole time. Like, what are they doing? It's like a cursed episode now.
Yeah, I know Adam hasn't seen the rehearsal, but once all the episodes release, I think he's doing a watch along or something.
No, I've seen the first 4 because I said on stream before I left because I was watching it, planning on watching them with my boyfriend as they were coming out. So,
well, do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's my favorite show right now.
Do you think do you think it's a lot like How To with John Wilson in the sense that it seems like because I expected it to be like a self-contained thing from like each episode, but it seems like he's taken one idea and he keeps rolling with it, like the whole like house thing.
What in John Wilson is specifically?
I don't know, because John Wilson, once he picks like a small thing, like he expands on it forever, even though that's not what the original topic was. And it seems
like per
the show
episode,
was like,
though.
okay, yeah, because like the beginning of the rehearsal, it seems like, oh, you pick a different person each episode, and he's still doing that, but he's continuing on with the whole like family thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it seemed a little like, not that he's like, I'm just saying it's like a funny like observation, like it's just kind of, it just made me think if John Wilson did a show, he would do that as well, like just carry on with something going on forever, in a sense.
Yeah, it's very complex and meta. I have no idea where it's going.
Yeah,
it's
to go now. Bye.
Oh, peace out.
There's like
Sorry.
2 more episodes.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye. There's like 2 more episodes left. I think 1 tonight and then 1 next week, and then their season 1's done, I think.
Yeah, there's only like 2 more episodes, I think.
Yeah, 1 tonight and 1 next week, and then I think season 1's over. Hopefully, it gets to season 2 because I would love to see more of it.
Yeah, whatever he decides to do, it doesn't. You know.
Even once it does something
I don't
else,
know
I'm
if
fine
it will
with
get
that,
thin
but
though.
I don't know.
It might get too thin though if he did a season 2.
We'll see. It's up to him. Assuming I don't know.
I think there is a difference between an expired and non-expired Guinness because this one tastes better. This is the first non-expired
Oh
one.
my
I've had in a
god,
while.
there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That beer, when it goes bad, it goes bad.
I mean, it wasn't like bad. It was just not great.
I was a bar manager for a few years, and yeah, when the draft anyway, when it goes bad in the keg, my god, is it awful.
Oh yeah,
Truly awful.
I'd imagine.
Yep. And it smells.
It's stinky.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I did.
Stinky beer.
Man, I only have...
All beer's kind of stinky.
It's great. I only have a few weeks until I'm doing TIFF. That's like pretty close to the beginning of September. Gotta catch up on some stuff.
What's TIFF short for? Toronto International Film Festival?
Fuck Festival, yeah.
Or
no, it's Total International something.
Fuck Fest.
Films.
Yeah.
Oh, it's short for Tiffany.
Yeah, the organizer.
Yeah. Thank you,
I
Tiffany.
don't know who was asked, but how'd you find The Boys season 3 so far, Adam?
I'm enjoying it. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. It's better than season 2 for sure.
Okay. Good.
I've seen all the episodes of season 3. I like it a lot. It's better than season 2.
Better than
I would
2.
say.
It's better than 2.
Yeah. Although 2 has the better
first one, too.
Metascore somehow of all the seasons.
I think it's because season 2 came out during COVID and there wasn't many superhero stuff at the time, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm like the only. I I still like Invincible more. Is how I feel.
Yeah,
Invincible and The
Same.
Boys are the only two superhero properties I care about anymore, honestly.
When is that
Mhm.
getting a season 2?
Apart from maybe
That's-
Batman, I don't know. I assume season 2 of Invincible is coming on next year, but I could be
next
wrong. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it got
Yeah,
renewed, but I have
probably
no
right.
idea when it's supposed to come out.
Not only a season 2, but it's getting a season 3. So I assume season
Oh,
2
cool.
next year,
Oh,
and
shit.
then season 3 2024.
I just realized I
What?
forgot to scratch off Heat on my Cineast poster.
I got Heat.
Don't forget
I
that, man.
I avoided watching
and
Heat
Joker
until,
too.
That's hilarious that
Lady
you actually
Gaga.
get to scratch off Joker 2. That's
Joker 2
Electric
with Lady
Boogaloo.
Gaga is going to be a musical, apparently inspired by Stars Born. Apparently,
Mm.
What?
yeah, there was something about how they apparently I could be I saw something about like the musical is going to be apparently very similar to A Star Is Born in terms of how the musical numbers are incorporated. I don't know. That's what I heard.
They should get
And they got
Damien
Lady Gaga
Chazelle
to
to
be in
direct
it.
this movie.
I mean, that's
That's-
true. Lady Gaga's in it, so of course they're going to
That's-
do something like that.
I find
Is
that very
that
frustrating.
confirmed? Is that confirmed?
It is
or
now,
it-
yeah.
it's-
It was a
Yeah,
rumor
yeah, it's
before.
confirmed. They
Oh. No, I mean,
Uh,
no, not Lady Gaga, but rumor of it being inspired by A Star Is Born.
Oh, yeah.
that happened recently. I think I don't know. I saw like the Discussing Film Twitter account about that. You have to scroll down pretty hard to find it, but it's on there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. I hold it off watching Heat. I still haven't seen it yet, but I got the 4K of it actually recently.
Big ass.
Along with RoboCop 4K by Arrow Video. I haven't seen either of them, but I'll get to those eventually.
Speaking of Arrow, please just release the Vengeance trilogy in North America.
Oh, about that, I'm gonna turn my camera on because I'm gonna show you something I have. Hold on.
Sure. There we go.
That wasn't your camera? I was making a joke because he's got like a picture of that thing from Red Riding, is it? Yeah.
Oh, I see.
How far through BoJack are you now, Adam?
Season 6, episode 2.
I got
Okay,
this.
cool.
I got this like
Oh,
this
boy.
was rare. I got this before it went out of print, and it's apparently the Canadian version because it says that on here. I don't know. It's weird the way they do the Blu-rays. It's like the discs are stacked against each other
Yeah.
for some reason.
Well, I don't mind
But
that.
I was lucky enough because if you go on the Amazon or something right now, and it's like I don't know, it's like a crap ton of money, like $100 to get it. I got this for $70, which I know is a lot, but compared to where it is now, I got lucky.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's actually not that bad.
I'm apparently like the
Yeah,
other movies
$40.
in the Vengeance trilogy exist in 4K, just like not with English subtitles.
Yeah, that's
Apparently, there's like 4K
Oh,
Blu-rays in
boy.
like Germany, but it's just German subtitles.
Adam, have you seen the other two?
I saw
Other
Lady
than
Vengeance a
Old Boy?
long time ago, so long ago that I would need to rewatch it to have any opinion.
I plan to do a Park Chan Wook marathon before
What'd
Decision
you
to
do?
Leave comes out, so I'll probably watch the other one.
That sounded awful.
The only
Sorry. He dropped a plate.
oops.
Is Decision to Leave
Sorry.
playing at TIFF actually?
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
is, and
disappointed.
it's
Oh,
playing at
awesome.
TIFF, and I mean, it came out in Korea already back in June, I think, and I believe it's
Yeah,
getting
it
a
was-
wide release here in the States, and I think it was acquired by Mubi apparently, which is the streaming service,
Interesting.
which I don't know. It says it's getting a wide release on October 14th, but I think it's just like a limited thing, going to play in art house theaters, and then it'll go to like the streaming service movies. So get yourself a movie subscription before when the movie comes out, I guess, because then you get to see the new film. I don't know.
What's up, Kiki?
Yeah, so like on the subject of Park Chan Wook, I actually got to see all three Vengeance films in theaters
Nice.
recently, and that was a pretty fun experience. And they were 35mm prints too.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
so yeah, my thoughts are sort of like I still think Mr. Vengeance is probably the weakest of the three. Like it's not bad, but it doesn't really feel as refined as the other two.
Yeah.
And then
I'd imagine.
yeah, Old Boy is fucking Old Boy. And then
Oh. Old Boy's the
For
only
me-
movie I've seen a Park Chan Wook. I do plan to do a marathon of his movies before Decision to Leave, but Old Boy
Yeah.
I love.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
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 And then for Lady Vengeance, like honestly, it comes very, very close. I want to see it again. Like I sort of feel like the way of like Old Boy felt like a tighter movie overall, but Lady Vengeance did more thematically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have to revisit it for sure. Did you
Very
watch
emotional.
there's like a fade to black and white version or something?
No.
There's like a
I
version
didn't
of it
see
where the
that.
color disappears like slowly over the course of the movie.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think that's on my Blu-ray.
There's a lot of
I might have it on this, but Ultimate
I didn't even
Revenge
know that
Edition, 2
existed.
versions of the film, fade to white version. Yeah.
Jesus. That's
So there's
I'm looking at
two.
my Blu-ray. It doesn't have that
There's-
feature, sadly.
There's 2 questions that are super chats that I will read. Thoughts on Chris Stuckman's upcoming horror film Shelby Oaks? Hopefully he gets a chance to be on the podcast again. Those are some of my favorites. Yeah, we'll have him on the podcast again, and I can't give my thoughts on a movie that's not out yet because it's not out. I don't know what to expect. I'll watch it. We'll see how it
David's
is.
in it.
Yeah, Ian like there's like legit it's like a legit production. That's cool.
Who's distributing it? I want to know. Is it
He's doing very well.
Harvey
I
Weinstein?
would like to know if
Yeah, I donated. I'm happy to.
weird.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, I love
course.
Chris.
Oh, he's-
Starring
Hey,
Ezra
he's-
Miller.
Oh,
Never
no.
heard.
Yeah. Another
He's
question.
amazing.
Have you guys
Yeah,
ever
that's
played any of
also-
the Klonoa games? KLONOA.
I got
have
the new
no
one
idea
that
what those
just
are.
came out. It was
I know what those
underwhelmed
are.
by it.
I know.
I was underwhelmed by it. I've only played the first one to be
I'm
fair of the
aware
new
of them.
collection, but it was just fine.
Oh, I've
It's
seen
the
that
most
character.
basic-
Yeah.
Yeah, I
seen
like
the
that
character-
character's design, but
It's
I
great
never
design,
played
but
it.
the platforming is just very
It's like a
just
bunny
very
Sonic.
generic.
I was gonna say, what animal is that?
It's basically Namco's attempt to make a Sonic character. Basically, that's how
Yeah,
I
it looks
saw
like
it
it.
as.
He's a Scrimblow Bimbo.
Sonic shoot.
That's funny.
Sonic
never played.
Shoe!
It's fine, but it's very basic. At least the first one. I haven't played the second one.
Nico, hello. What's up?
Hello. I know that this is an overrated question, but on your music, who would you cite? Who are some of your influences that influenced you as a musician?
My favorite band's Bright Eyes, and so there's a lot of
Mhm.
influence from that. And then I guess Regina Spektor is also an influence. Just
Yeah.
yeah, it's I would say that there you can hear bits of those artists in my music probably.
Okay.
Regina
Um,
Spektor a lot, I think.
When you play a game, I'm just curious why you wanted to play it in the hard
Framing?
part. Yeah. Is it just to like see how, like when you play it, like on your gaming channel, Adam Plays, well, you tend to play like the hard training. Is it just to see how?
I don't know what you
You
mean
can
by
ma-
that. I don't understand your question.
Um,
What do I
like,
tend to
there's
do?
a-
I don't know what you mean.
like the hard level. I mean,
Play
like
on
when
the
you play-
hardest difficulty.
Do
Yeah.
I? Which game? I mean, I did that for
Um,
Uncharted because I beaten it on normal and I
Oh,
found it to be like a good challenge.
Most games
Um,
I just play on normal difficulty,
yeah.
or sometimes easy
Yeah.
difficulty.
If I'm playing something for the first time, I do it on normal. If it's Uncharted or Halo, I'll do it on the hardest difficulty because I just yeah. It's
I
a
just started
challenge and
playing
I've
Halo
already
1
beaten it
and
on
I'm
normal
not-
so many times, you know.
I just started playing Halo 1 recently. I'm only on level 4 to be fair, but I'm enjoying it, but I am playing on normal mode, and even though I'm getting my I don't know, I suck at games to be fair, but I am getting my my ass beat by several enemies for some reason, just because I suck at games mostly.
It's okay.
and I know that last year was already over, but did you feel that last year 2021 was a challenge for you because of the tendonitis and all the other issues you had?
I mean, every year's a challenge, but yeah, particularly 2020 was when it was hitting me the worst, I think. I'm
Um,
trying to remember when there's a timeline from the upload dates of my Sekiro playthrough. If you look in the description, you'll see when the original stream dates were, and now I'm finally publishing those. But there's like a period of time where I like took a 2-year long break basically because my tendonitis just got really bad and I had to like stop doing things, and it took me a while to like get back to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also meant 2021
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, was that like really hard for you as well?
Well, yeah, because there's like a trying to strike like a balance between like figuring out what's even causing the most of the problems with it in terms of like what motions I can make. Like, can I still, use my phone? I'm discovering that like texting with my phone is really bad, so now I just try to do like voice messages. Because just even like I'm not even like pressing hard, but just like something about the motions of it just really fucks up my right arm. And then yeah, I've recently swapped mouse buttons, so I'm right click instead of left click. And that's helped a bunch, but it's still unfortunately like my left arm, it feels like it. I mean, there hasn't been any issues with it for a while, but my right arm, it's like I'm only like just a mistake away or like a day of strenuous activity away from like fucking it up again, and that's kind of disappointing that like it's been a year or two of like trying to my best to like not upset it, but it's not back at 100%. So I mean, like, I'm just gonna see how well I can function like this, and if I get surgery or like an injection or what that would do. Like right now I'm doing like personal training stuff, so I want to at least give that a good shot, even though it's like not just for my tendon, like it's a lot of joint
I'm
conditioning.
back.
Hello.
Is the
Hello,
injection a
Gorgeous
steroid
Cinema.
injection?
Is the
Sorry,
injection
hey.
what?
Is the injection a steroid injection like
I've heard
cortisone?
yeah, I don't that sounds familiar, but I have no idea what it is, but some were
Yeah,
suggesting
'cause-
like I don't
yeah.
know if it's like steroid or Botox or like how it works. I literally don't know how it works. I would have to like do research into
Yeah,
it.
the steroid injection will take the inflammation down really quickly, and it's pretty good as a band-aid solution. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's either a physiotherapy or it's surgery that's probably going to be needed.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just trying to
anything that's itis is in inflammation. So
yeah.
sorry.
I'm just trying to like
well,
not continue getting content out in ways that doesn't upset it as much, basically.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Do you have the
I'm-
most
Take your time.
do you have the most ergonomic possible like keyboard technique and mouse and all that? Like
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's something that I've changed a lot since it started becoming an issue. I have like literally 3 different mouses that I swap between, and so far the best solution has just been using this thing without and swapping the mouse buttons. Like that's been the best for me so far. But yeah, like phone usage is like another huge contributor, and yeah, I don't know. No matter how much of a break I take away from it or how much I try to like lessen, typing and clicking,
strain.
It feels like all it takes is just like one day of like doing that again, and then it's just back where it, back in the having that issue
Square
again.
one.
Yeah. So
Fuck, that sucks, man. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
yeah.
Well,
Sounds
hope
annoying.
you
It's very
hope you
annoying.
recover very.
Sorry.
Hope you recover.
Thank you.
Sooner. And the reason I ask is I know that this has nothing to do with you, but I just think that last year was worse for me because I had graduated the year before and I had failed to find a job within my field.
Mm.
And
I was supposed
right
to have
now,
a movie. I'll continue. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm finished.
I was gonna mention I was supposed to have a job at a movie theater, but then COVID hit and didn't get the job, so I had to wait a couple of months before getting a new one. I have one right now at a grocery store, but it's fine and all, but it sucks that I didn't get the movie theater job that I wanted.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
You know, whatever
As long as
your
you're
goal
alive,
is,
there's
you
still a
can
chance for it.
continue trying to work towards it.
I'll get a new job eventually. I have still my grocery store job, but I'll get a new one eventually because it is admittedly draining.
I just noticed Sal's profile picture. Yeah. What's up, Rishi? Hello. Rishi?
Chaos, right?
So,
Hello.
Newest Boss Lerman film, Elvis, just got released on digital, and every person, including Cinephile, has said it. It's fresh, it's new, it's a breakaway from the generic Bohemian Rhapsodies and every
I
single
disagree. I saw it.
You're not a cinephile. You ain't black.
Never
What about
seen a
Cineast?
movie.
Sorry,
Are you a
Rishi-
Cineast?
Rishi, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
And I love the film. I love Boss Lerman's take on the generic music pick artist music art, and I wonder if I've ever seen it, except other different.
You're breaking up a bit.
Breaking up.
Oh,
Sorry.
I can't hear you.
Did you feel the length? Because I haven't seen it, but it looks long.
I felt the length.
Well, I
yeah.
loved it despite the length.
Despite?
It's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh,
Jesus
Christ.
It's long, and I didn't really like it that much. I gave it like somewhere between like a 5 or a 4, just because some of the stuff was good. I thought Tom Hanks actually did a pretty good job. It stood out to me, and that the actor who played Elvis was pretty good. But my biggest problem was that the editing was cool at first, but then it just got more obnoxious as it went along, and it became
It felt like a trailer that didn't end.
It's like
That's funny.
Suicide Squad levels of editing to me.
I'll
honestly.
check it out when it gets an Oscar nom. That'll be my breaking point.
I need to download the clip of so you know the scene where it's not a spoiler, it's the scene where like he says like where the guy's like, that's the thing about Elvis, he's white, and then everyone's like, and it's like all this like cuts of people's reactions, and it's like he's white.
I can
Oh my God.
I want to upload that to not Tim and Eric, like that subreddit. It's like, this is Tim and Eric.
I think I heard in an interview that
You're breaking up again. I'm so sorry.
Say it
It says
again.
your network bandwidth is low.
America.
Can you try, Rishi?
Yeah, I think
Rishi, can you try disabling your webcam but keeping your mic on? That might help because you're breaking up. I don't know if it's
okay. But as I was saying, I think I heard in an interview Boss Lerman to Elvis's life, but also the harsh realities of America at the time. Actually,
almost. We almost had it. You're breaking up again. We heard harsh realities of America at the time.
I just remember Doja Cat playing at one point.
Yeah, that was distracting. That was really distracting.
Oh, wait.
Doja Cat
was
played in the
crazy.
Elvis movie?
Yeah.
Yes, there is
wait,
a scene.
wait.
There is a scene where
I
he's
forget if that
walking through.
happened.
It's kind of. I would say. I'm not gonna say anything too exaggerative, but I was just shocked.
Baz
Because
Luhrmann
it
did the
was like,
same thing.
He's walking through. I know, but he's walking through Beale Street and it's playing this like beat that's sampling Hound Dog.
Yeah.
And Doja Cat rapping, and it's like all the people who love Elvis would hate this music.
Yeah.
Like, be
That's a
honest,
very
like,
funny sounding choice.
Yeah, exactly.
know.
It makes for it. I'm sorry. It makes complete sense for that director to do that because, as far as I'm aware, his the Great Gatsby movie that he directed has like Jay-Z in it, even though
he did the same thing.
1920s.
He did the
It's
same
set in
thing.
1920s and it has
that was-
Jay-Z.
It's
Yeah, but
always
that was
so
less-
weird to me.
But it's
Like,
less
what?
offensive because it's you can directly make a new style using the music and stuff, whatever. But when you're making a music biopic and you're using music that does not match what that era of the music was like at all, that's even weirder to me.
Yeah.
So
the
it's like
Great
the
Gatsby
Greatest,
is less weird.
it's like the Greatest Showman, where like it takes place a period piece, but all the music sounds like something you would find in like a best of the year list or something. Honestly,
Yeah,
They're
That was my big-
modernizing it. They're
Yeah, that was-
modernizing it so they can get on the radio, at least one track, right?
yeah, that was my
Of
big
course.
problem with
Yeah,
the Greatest
I
Showman.
mean,
is that
On the
the
radio,
rea-
I mean
but-
streaming, not the
Yeah,
radio.
no.
No.
That was
nobody
my big
uses
problem
radio
with the
anymore. I'll
Greatest
say
Showman.
that they
Wait,
everyone
Yeah.
uses
My
Spotify or
mistake.
iTunes or whatever music service.
That's what
you
I meant.
use.
I think it was.
That's what I mean.
I think it was more just so they could get Doja Cat at the red carpet, and then it brings more attention
Yeah.
to the movie.
You can make
overall,
up. You can
right?
make a
You're
promotional.
honestly
You
right.
can make
You're
a
honestly
promotional
probably
music
right.
video.
I
Yeah,
guarantee
exactly.
you what. I guarantee you one prediction. I know the Oscars are a bit away, but one thing I'm going to predict right now: the Taylor Swift song for Top Gun Maverick is going to get a nom. I
Huh.
guarantee you that's going to be a
You mean-
case.
Oh yeah.
But-
You mean
Oh,
yeah,
Lady Gaga.
You mean the Lady
So-
Gaga
I'm
song?
sorry, Lady.
Gaga.
I get them mixed up. I'm so sorry.
I thought that song was great, and it highlighted the themes of the film great, wonderfully. "Hold My Hand" by Lady Gaga, and it was easy one of my favorite songs from that movie.
It was
More
one of
than-
the weaker parts for me.
I found
It wasn't a terrible song. It just felt out of place to me for some
Yeah.
reason. But that's a me thing.
I like the song fine enough, but I found it extremely corny, especially when it played. I was just like, oh,
I literally-
yeah.
As soon as the song came up in my screen, I immediately left the theater.
Yeah.
What's up, Kiki?
Yeah, I know this is kind of like past for now, but
Sure.
if you feel comfortable talking about it, like what kind of stretches do you do, if anything, like for your tendonitis? Like I went to go see a physiotherapist recently for my tennis elbow, and apparently that's chronic now.
Oh shit.
I mean, there's like nothing that I'm doing like consistently every day. I have like these things that I'm supposed to. There's like different strengths of them. You like put them on your finger and then like try to just to.
Oh, is it like
wow.
grip?
Yeah, I don't.
Is it like
the
grip
the
strength?
problem is like, so I'm in the training that I'm doing with my personal trainer.
Mhm.
It's not specifically stuff that's just like everyday like targeting like my tendonitis stuff. It's more or less just like trying to like build muscle and strengthen my joints and tendons in general. And so like
Yeah.
a lot of that
Yeah.
can involve like hanging from like a bar, or like, you know, working the way towards like pull-ups and stuff.
Hangboard.
Some of that, there's like weird stuff where like I like go on my side and then find a spot to like leverage my elbow in a way where I'm like getting more rotation, like internal and external rotation for like my shoulder or like my elbow. There's something called like CARS, C-A-R-S, then I forget what it stands
Mhm.
for, but it's like just like trying to get more, you know, like movement and blood flow and more range of motion basically in like each joint. And then on top, so basically a lot of it is like joint conditioning, and then like the second half of each session will be like a bit more intensive, like deadlifting or you know, like push-ups kind of stuff, or like lunges. But it really depends on the day. And so like for because you know, we plan out this the sessions in advance, and so since I'm out of town for like a good amount of time during film festival season, especially. So I was just out of town for a couple weeks. I'm back for 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna be out of town for like another 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 or whatever for TIFF. So while I'm back, basically, I'm just trying to like pack in as many sessions as possible. So we did 4 this week. So literally 4 days in a row. I just ended one today before I started this, and then next week I'll have a few, and then the week after I'll have a few.
Feeling the burn?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And then on the subject of TIFF, I'll keep
Sure,
it
go for
like
it.
quick. But have you been to Kanoya outside the Tip Bell light box.
What is that?
It's called a Kinoya. It's a sushi restaurant.
Should I?
Kinoya.
I
Should
can
you
add
what?
it to my thing. Is it special?
It's probably my favorite sushi place that I've been to in Toronto. It's pretty great.
Okay, because
Like it's sort of
remember I live in Vancouver, so I'm gonna be really fucking. I'm gonna be really hoity-toity about sushi places.
yeah, that's true. Like it's
Mhm.
it's kind of a mid-range sushi restaurant.
hmm
But yeah,
I usually
hopefully you like it.
I usually like try to avoid seafood when I'm not in Vancouver because it always disappoints me.
Yeah, that's really true. Like I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. But
Mhm.
yeah, hopefully you do like it.
Okay.
I
Whatever
had
seafood,
seafood in Florida, and it tasted worse than the stuff I had in Minnesota.
Mhm.
It was
the
weird.
seafood in my area is just okay. Although I will say, no matter how bad your seafood is not any. We can all agree that Long John Silver's is the worst place to have seafood.
Mm.
Never ate there.
Never been.
I went there once and I
Not
hated
In
it.
American.
my country.
The only
And a
seafood
red
I like is
lobster?
sushi anyway.
All right, I will add it to
I have a soft
my
spot for shrimp.
want to go list.
Although the only form of seafood that I enjoy is a nice fillet of salmon, crispy skin, basted it with a little bit of butter or olive oil. Good shit.
Do you live
That
near the
does sound
coast or
really
no?
good.
Because I used to hate seafood before I moved to Vancouver.
I actually live in Westchester. So there's a town
I don't know where
it's
that
near
is.
the Hudson River.
Oh, Hudson
Oh,
River.
it's in New York.
Okay. That's yeah, you can depending on the place and what the food culture is like and also the restaurant.
Mexico.
Yeah.
They got really
Did you have
good
anything else,
seafood there.
Kiki?
I'm good for now, thanks.
You gone back to Uber Balls restaurant lately at all, Adam?
The what restaurant?
The Uber Balls one in Vancouver.
No, that shut down like a couple years ago.
Damn.
It was like it wasn't.
Oh,
It was like between a dispute with the landlord or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know what he's up to.
Oh,
I went to a boxing match with him.
Oh what's up, Boards of Cinema?
All right. Hey, so I'll keep this short since I'll have to go shortly.
Okay.
But first off, I'd like to apologize for like accidentally kind of interrupting.
Oh, no worries.
Some of you earlier. Just I was just kind of trying to talk, and then other people started talking, and I don't know.
It's all good.
And anyway, the next thing I kind of wanted to say is that I think David Lynch's Blue Velvet would be well worth discussing on the podcast. You
Mhm.
know,
Awesome.
because
That'd be a great recommendation.
yeah,
Still
I
haven't seen
know-
a single David Lynch, even though I have Mulholland Drive in 4K.
I've seen a couple David Lynch's, but
Is
not like Eraserhead or anything like that.
I just saw.
Actually, no, I've seen that short with the monkey that was really bad. I saw that on Netflix.
What did
That was
Jack do?
awesome.
That Netflix thing.
Monkey.
it was
But-
bad.
You know, I haven't seen anything else David Lynch has done, but yeah, it's just considering
I
what
lo-
Adam said about how he appreciates how Mulholland Drive is kind of half traditional narrative and half of David Lynch's weirdness. You know, I think you'd really enjoy Blue Velvet a lot because the
Mhm.
story's like really straightforward and easy to follow, but yeah, it's also quite interesting. and
Okay.
I think you'd enjoy it a lot.
I'll keep that in mind. If my next recommendation will all be based on whether or not my Eternal Sunshine 4K Blu-ray shows up before.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's
I
in
ordered mine, it
the
comes-
package is in transit,
Alright.
so we'll see if it
Oh.
shows up before Monday.
I ordered
Oh.
mine
You know,
I'm gonna
actually
order
this
that
week, and
now.
it comes next week. Mine comes
go
next
now,
Tuesday.
If I don't get
Thank
to
you,
recommend it
Adam.
this Monday, then I'll have to recommend it when I'm back from TIFF. Because
I'll
we're
make sure
recording
I'm
like
up
3
there, dude. I'm
episodes
so
in a
keen to
row.
hear this.
You know, so
Fuck,
really
is it
hated
out of
these thoughts.
stock?
yeah,
was when
I
I
had to
tried ordering it,
cancel
but
my
eventually-
Amazon one and order it from like Kino Lorber or whatever because
Yeah, I can't even find
the
it
Amazon
on
Amazon fucked up with the pre-orders. They
I
goofed
ordered
it.
mine on Amazon.
Ah.
It says it's coming next week on Tuesday for
Hmm.
me, so we'll see how that goes. I got lucky, I think.
What's
I'm
up?
gonna-
What's up, Taylor?
I just wanted to jump in on the Toronto restaurant bandwagon there. I lived in Toronto for 7 years, and so many great restaurants in TO. And you're right, it's hard to find something that compares to like East Coast sushi and stuff like that. But if you're looking for not just sushi, but like Japanese food in the Yorkville, kind of slightly north downtown area, there's a great, amazing restaurant called Kasamoto. 2 words.
Yes, I second that. I second that.
Yeah, you gotta try that. It's got like the best atmosphere too. Either you sit inside and it's beautiful, or they have a huge rooftop patio.
Okay.
And it's so much more. Like the sushi, don't get me wrong, amazing, but everything they have so many great options there.
I've
like,
added
the service is top
to
notch.
my want to go.
Yeah.
The Carbon Bar is really great. It's a barbecue place, and I'm not usually into like barbecue places. It's like a little pricey, but
like standard barbecue, like
it's like it's like southern shit, but like kind of like fancy. It's difficult to describe. They have like really amazing cocktails, and then like kind of like interesting tweaks on like classic southern dishes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had some fried alligator there, but
I have one other question. I always see you wearing that shirt, man. What
this
is
one?
on that shirt? Yeah,
this is the Fantasia
I think it's
Festival.
the Fantasia.
I was gonna
mascot.
say, I think it's a Fantasia mascot because
is it a dragon?
It's a cat dragon. I don't know.
Okay.
From I thought it was I thought it was an octopus with sharp teeth.
I thought it was an elephant's trunk. I thought it was an elephant's trunk in the air.
No, it's a kitty with a big tail. I'm just gonna before we get to Rishi again, I'm just gonna read the super chat questions. We got a couple more.
Hell yeah.
What movies do you actually want sequels for? I would say 63 up. I think that someone. I hope that Michael Apted arranged for someone to take over. I really do.
As far as sequels, I want Crank 3. I want that to be a thing.
Same. Yeah, fuck. Jesus. How could they leave things so we need closure to the Crank to the Chev Chelios story.
What about Call Me by Your Name too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I was actually about to mention that.
Uncancel Army
never
Hammer.
gonna happen. Get him out of selling timeshares
and eating people.
It's got a title. The movie's got a title because it's based off of a book, a book that came out after the movie. And
yeah, like
mostly,
could
by
you
the
even
way-
recast him? Like I don't know.
Are you telling me I gotta read a book just
No,
to get closure?
but like the book's good. Yeah, it's called
I'm
Find
sure it
Me.
is.
It's really good.
If they
I'd like to see
recasted like everyone, like if everyone was like literally recasted, then you could say it's like autistic and make it
Recast?
I knew it. I saw that coming.
I'm just trying to help. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to save you the embarrassment of saying that in front of someone who really cares.
Listen. Like I can say words wrong all day, and it's like it's not gonna embarrass me.
Okay. Someone was asking if we've heard of the band Black Country New Road. I think you would really like their newest album, they say. I have not heard of them. I could add it to my Spotify.
They're really great.
Okay.
I think they're British. I think.
I'd like to see going back to the sequel thing. What you want to see like as a continuation of a franchise. I'd like to see like a Love, Death, and Robots style, like mixed with like Disney's Fantasia, where it's not just classical music either, and you could do like electronic to, more computer driven animation and kind of carry both those concepts and move away from the classical and move away from like I know Fantasia 2000 did that a little bit, but I feel like there would be it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
There are many
styles of
movies out there that have sequels that don't need sequels. One that I just found out that exists recently, There's apparently a made-for-TV sequel to Rosemary's Baby.
Oh,
I don't know.
what? Did
Yeah,
I
it's
know
a-
this at
yeah,
any
it's
point? What's it
It's
called?
Oh
It's
my
called What Happened
god.
to
It's based
Rosemary's
on-
Baby. They couldn't. None of the original cast made it back. They had to recast all the characters or something, and it only got like a VHS release once, and then it never got released again. The only way you can watch it now is
That
like
sounds
via
so funny.
YouTube uploads. I don't know. I haven't seen Rosemary's
Look
Baby.
what's
to be fair,
happened
but
to Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, it was a '70s film. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Look how they massacred
I should do a
my
watch
boy.
along.
Go ahead. I mean, why not? It's free.
If
You
it's
can
on
just watch it
YouTube.
on YouTube via
Yeah.
for free because it was made by Paramount Television, and then they just never released it again outside of a VHS release.
Hmm.
So
'Cause it
Paramount's been
sucks.
making bad TV forever.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
You know, if you thought that was bad, I heard that there was this sequel to the Brian De Palma adaptation of Stephen King's Carrie called if I can look this up real
There
quick.
is one. There is a sequel. You're right about that.
When Carrie Met Sally.
Close, but no.
Carrie
Um,
versus Carrie.
The Rage, Carrie 2.
Yep, that's it.
The Rage.
Yep. I
That
have
one Friday
never
the 13th
seen-
movie that's just Jason versus Carrie.
That's 7, I think. That's part 7.
That's the New Blood.
Yeah, I did see there was like this Blu-ray when I went like Blu-ray hunting at Best Buy. There was like this one Blu-ray pack that had like all the first 8 of the Friday the 13th movies, and something I found interesting is that every Friday the 13th movie after Part 8 doesn't have Friday the 13th in the title because of some weird lawsuit, I think, with like the original writer and the director.
Oh, weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch Camp Crystal Lake Stories or whatever that doc is. It's so good. Lays all that
Yeah,
shit
I don't
out.
know.
Yeah.
It's the reason why Friday the 13th, the game, they had to stop updating it. They were gonna have like
What?
Jason X style like map on the game, but then they couldn't do it because of the lawsuit that's going on, I think, still.
Yeah, they're owned by different companies.
Yeah,
That's why-
1 through 8 is Paramount. I think 9 Jason X and Freddy vs. Jason are I guess New Line Cinema or Warner Bros. Now, and I don't know who owns the reboots.
Yeah, for the longest time, whenever they would release like a box set of all the Friday the 13th films, it would just be up until Jason Takes Manhattan, and they would
Yeah.
do the other 3. And that was like that for like the longest time, up until like a couple years ago, I think.
I
could
know
be
there
wrong,
was like a
but-
limited edition Screenbox Blu-ray that you can no longer buy for like something. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I waited. I was like, the price will go down on this Blu-ray eventually, and then it never did, and so I had to wait, like, and eventually just cave and get it on eBay for like $100, $200 or some shit. It was so
You
But
did
those are
it though.
different-
You did it.
I did
But
do
there was a
it,
different
and now like
there was
I
a
don't
diff-
know, maybe it'll happen on
You
4K
regret
now
everything.
or something. You know.
I love that
I can-
franchise. The
Me
movies
too.
really are very
Me
different
too.
from each. They're so different. From
I need
each
to
other,
do a
and everyone's got-
marathon of those and or
You got
Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street
Nightmare on Elm
again.
I
October's
did a
coming up.
Nightmare on Elm Street marathon last year, and I mean, all of them are entertaining in their own way. Part 6, Freddy's Dead, was funny bad to me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the strength of the franchise. Is they are quite all different. from
Except
each
the
other.
2010 reboot, that sucked. That was boring.
Yeah, don't
I have
watch
never
that
seen
one.
You
it.
gotta have one of
I
these-
don't
gotta-
acknowledge it.
You got to have one of those
Damn
shitty boys too, though.
Definitely
Nice
wasted. Definitely wasted the talent of Jackie Early Haley, who also played Rorschach in Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did
I've
you?
seen
What
that
was your question you had, Rishi?
I wanted to continue off of this because I was constantly being cut out due to the shitty Wi-Fi.
You sound fine
But-
now.
Good. Now that I sound fine, I wanted to add that comment on Doja Cat in the soundtrack for Elvis. Well, in my
Yes.
opinion, in like the combination of Doja's style and swag in combination with 50s like southern blues rock and roll music with the original Hound Dog, in my opinion, it kind of works. But I want to
can
hear
understand-
all of your thoughts of it.
I have a problem with like films that take place in certain time periods, yet the music doesn't fit that time period at all. It's like if you're gonna set it in
Yeah.
a time period, you should probably at least make the music and sound the way it does back in the time, instead of just making music that just no different to what you hear in modern day. Honestly,
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I will say that by incorporating like current modern music, you kind of run into an issue where like that also eventually gets dated, and then if someone watches it like 15 years from now, then it's like, why does this sound like a 2020 movie?
I made this mention earlier.
Yeah,
you don't want to be like the movie Gotti.
And Great Gatsby, Great Gatsby's kind of like
Greatest
that.
Showman had a big issue with that. All the music in that sucked because it was all modern music.
I aspire to make a film like Gotti one day.
A total piece of shit that's funny bad.
Yes.
I believe in you. You
Thank
got
you,
this.
mate.
Well, the only dated soundtrack that really made me miss music from back in the day was the soundtrack to Baz Luhrmann's other film, Romeo plus Juliet, with Leonardo
Romeo and
DiCaprio
Juliet
and
was okay.
Claire Danes.
Guilty pleasure.
It was kind of funny. I'll give it that. It was kind of a satire in a way.
The
It's
ending
really
made me
entertaining.
cry. Aside from Jabaro from Love, Death, and Robots, the ending of this film made me cry because it made me think, if conflict never happened in our everyday lives, if conflict never happened in the world, none of these people would have died and would have committed suicide and or died. None of these people would be dead in the world. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of life, though.
So,
I feel, you know,
That
builds
happened to
us.
almost every historical figure at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is there a scene where Elvis says, "I hope I don't die on the toilet"?
I forget, honestly. Maybe I can't remember. I saw it when it came out the weekend, and I can't remember a thing about. I hated the
isn't that
editing.
a myth?
It was obnoxious to me.
I don't know. I have no.
He's,
I have no idea.
there's a scene where he's walking down the
I think
hallway
it's a
and he
myth.
just sees a guy on the
I don't
toilet.
think there's any like real legitimacy to it.
Didn't he die on the toilet?
Because in the movie they didn't mention it.
I think it's a myth that he done. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a myth. Yeah.
Well,
List of people
the
who
ones
died
that
on the
just
toilet.
died.
Wikipedia.
I think he.
Oh my God!
probably
Elvis
just
is
died
on.
near the
Elvis.
toilet.
Elvis, according
Oh,
to
what?
Wikipedia, is on the list of people who died on the toilet. Cardiac arrest due to alleged drug overdose while using a toilet.
Honestly, no shame on that. Like,
Yeah.
we all use toilet how many times a day? You're gonna die at some point.
Mhm.
That's
Like,
true.
I'll have to
That's
shit
okay,
at
man.
some point.
Interesting.
That's like the
That
least
is-
that's like the least embarrassing thing Elvis ever did, to be honest.
Well, the
Well-
thing is, like, one thing I will give the film credit for is that, like, you know, you go through Elvis's life and you realize, like, damn, like, the guy's life was kind of shit, like, considering what his
I have no
manager
idea.
put him through. Like,
Oh, it's brutal, yeah.
yeah, like,
But he was also
his
a dick as well.
manager manipulated and basically gaslit him into never leaving the country and was
Huh.
like, oh, you can't perform in Japan and that. So, and he like got him in this shitty deal where he had to perform in Vegas all the time. And he became fucking miserable and just like, that's why he got so fat, because he was
But he was
miserable.
also very defensive about being like America's artist. Like, he tried to ban the Beatles while also pretending to be their friends to like get in with the younger crowd and all that. Like, there's a ton of bullshit he did too. But honestly, he's a considerate guy. I mean, most people when they die, they shit themselves anyway. So if you're on the toilet, I mean, you're making someone's job and life a lot easier.
Summer
kind
of
of-
summer of
I don't know.
581 BC in Jin, China, Duke Jing of Jin died falling into a toilet pit.
A
That makes
toilet
sense.
pit? What's a toilet pit?
I don't know. Ask
You
people
don't
in
wanna know.
581
You don't-
BC.
You don't want to know what
Is
a
it
toilet
like a
pit is.
snake pit except with
I
toilet?
feel like it's like a
It's-
squat toilet.
Yeah, it's like a
Asia, yeah.
what do they
Like what
call
killed
them? Like
Boba
a
Yeah, it's like a Sarlacc-sized
Wait,
toilet.
what date did you say?
581
What date did they
BC.
die? So that was like that must have been like quite the sight to have recorded it up until now.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
like to keep
They
track of
kept
it.
they kept logs of this.
Logs.
Wikipedia's lists of the world's
Big-
most unusual
big
deaths is
logs.
always a good read.
Yeah. Well, now they're just getting shown on the street, so pick your poison.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only in Brazil. Oh, sorry.
Constantinople, Eastern Roman Empire. Arius, at age 80, died from explosive gastrointestinal problems while in a public toilet.
Damn.
in 336 AD.
Jeez.
Poopsie poopsie.
Uh
Now,
oh.
that's a shit situation.
I hope I never get on there.
Whoop,
Not
diddly
that I'll
scoop
regret it.
de poop.
I'm
Ooh,
too
there
scared
it
to use a
is.
toilet now.
Just leave the door open
You have to
That's
live
fair.
life on
forever.
the edge, mate. Live life on the edge.
Wear a seatbelt.
I guess I'll ask a
God,
question. Did
that reminds me of that one
Sorry.
image of that one kid strapped into like one of those plastic toilet things. And he's
What?
still wearing his pants. Hang
Oh.
on, let me find it. Let me find it.
The one children use?
Be careful what
Yes.
search terms you're using.
Don't
Don't
worry,
want the
I found
algorithm
it.
Adam
I
speaking
found
from
it.
experience.
I found it.
Wow.
Look at the stool.
It's for
I mean,
practice.
It looks like a Lego
the
brick.
footstool.
This ain't no roller coaster.
you-
You're on
how
the
do you-
flipping toilet.
I mean, apparently getting up on it is half the battle.
Hmm.
It honestly looks like a transformer.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time.
It looks like a
Oh,
Fisher
yeah.
Price toy.
You know what?
Perfect.
Also,
Yeah.
a bit of leg elevation. It does help.
Yeah, helps with the
Yes, it
knees,
does.
especially.
It's-
But
I guess I'll ask the question. Did anybody see Bullet Train?
Not
I
yet.
know.
I am very not sure. I am not sure if I should love this movie or hate this movie. I'm still
What
kind
does
of
your heart tell
processing.
you?
I was mixed on it. The biggest thing I got out of it was that Brad Pitt's character should have been played by Ryan Reynolds based on how he was written. I don't know if anybody else feels
Was he
that way, 'cause it's
Deadpool?
like- I mean, he didn't break the fourth wall, but
He
he did
leave the
constant
stove on?
quips that like it's practically Deadpool. I mean, there were fourth wall breaks, but not by his character.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's from the same director of Deadpool 2, to be fair. And
Yeah.
but I really felt like
oh.
they really wanted Deadpool Ryan Reynolds to play Brad Pitt's character, but for some reason they couldn't get him.
That's funny.
Is
I
it
don't
worth
know.
seeing in IMAX?
I saw it. I didn't see it in IMAX. I just saw it on a normal screen, so I can't say. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
The action was fun and it was well choreographed, but some of the humor was just it had the problem where some of the jokes just went on for way too long. They were funny in concept, but then they just drag on. There's one in particular that just like they should have just not gone with it. Rishi, I'm sure you're aware of like the one I'm referring to,
Which one?
the Thomas one.
Thomas.
The-
Oh
Tom-
yeah, the Thomas running gag, Thomas
Yeah,
the
the-
tank engine running gag.
Yeah, it got old pretty fast. It was funny at first, but then it just kept going on, and it just like, yeah, they should have not have done that.
On March 8th, 1989, in Columbia, South Carolina, Michael Godwin, age 28, initially sentenced to death by electrocution but later reduced to a life sentence. He was accidentally electrocuted when he bit a pair of earphone wires while sitting on a metal toilet. What the hell does that
That
even
sounds like-
mean?
That sounds like a death that would happen in one of the
Electrocution.
Hitman games.
What a bro moment.
Convicted criminal escaped
Fell-
electric chair, then electrocuted himself in his toilet.
If Elvis was a superhero,
How the
if
fuck
Elvis was a
do you-
superhero, he'd be Deadstool.
This is what
This
the
is
hell
origin
is
story.
this?
How
Okay.
the hell do you?
Uh,
How would it have? Wait, how would it have enough?
The story appeared in a 1989
wouldn't.
edition of Orlando Sentinel. Francis Archibald, the state's corrections spokesman, reported that the 28-year-old inmate was attempting to repair a pair of earphones so he could watch TV. That's when Godwin bit into the wire, electrocuting himself on his own toilet. So if the earphones were plugged into the TV and it was like an old 1989 whatever setup, then I could imagine maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And also
It's
it's,
also a
a
Florida
metal
man.
toilet. That's
Florida
very
man.
weird,
Florida man.
though. That's still. Yeah, I almost feel like that's like the cops, officers could have just made something up and like electrocuted him and then put him
Yeah,
in the
I
cell.
feel like
Well,
someone's
yeah, 'cause
lying.
Is that an
I
Epstein
work with,
moment?
Because I work with like an electrician, and I once asked him a stupid
Yeah,
question.
this
I was
is
like,
weird.
What stops someone from
Can we
just
break open this
electrocuting
story?
himself?
Can we
And then
post
he's
this
like,
on Reddit? We've got a
reminds
conspiracy
me, I live in
here.
Ohio. This reminds me of something that happened where I live in Ohio, so we have Cedar Point, and I remember last year there was a thing where a piece of one of the roller coaster tracks fell and hit a woman. The woman's fine, but it hit her on the head and she was severely injured. She's fine now, but it sucks.
This is so like
Uh,
he was supposed to be on the electric chair, and then I guess his attorney got his sentence reduced. What if they just like didn't get the memo and electrocuted him, and then put him in the cell and say, no, it's because he bit on his earphones?
No, because
Oops.
isn't America the weird country where like they like to have an audience for like people who get executed?
I don't know. Depends on the state,
Right.
probably.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
a state by
true,
state
I don't know.
cases. I don't know.
Yeah, what were the rules in
That's
South
weird. That's
Carolina
weird
in
that you can-
1989?
I think it's a problem in Texas, but I could be wrong.
Adam, have you been to
Imagine
the new?
going to view
oh,
someone
never
being
mind.
electrocuted.
Have I been to what?
Sorry.
Have you seen the new WPD dedicated site they've made after MMC got banned?
Yeah, but I have no
Yeah.
there's no good reason for me. Like, I like having a Reddit feed of like random things, you know.
Nah, fair enough.
I don't need
Earphone
it enough to
electrocution.
go to the other website.
No,
I feel like it's
valid.
got to be a Netflix doc. You got to make a Netflix doc.
Number
Yeah.
15, toilet headphone electrocution.
Watch my
Well, somebody else look into it. There's too many things I'm busy with, so somebody else has to be, you know, autistic enough to do it. You know, I can't do it all the time.
Just you. No.
I can't be the only person that
I'll
looks
be right
into
back. I have to
things.
do something. I'll be right back.
I'll look into it probably at some point.
Too busy.
I'm gonna
I know,
swallow
right?
my AirPod and see if I can survive it.
You know what's my favorite? I guess autistic. I'm autistic, so I'm gonna say like the best autistic community. It's the people that archive the VHS trailers at the start of like a video.
Yes.
Yeah. They archive
What's that?
it, and I'll just so like, you know, so you ever had a VHS, right? And I know you look about the same age as me, so like you've had a VHS, right?
Oh yeah.
And they have trailer, and they have trailers at the start, right? Even though when you rewind it, there's people who are really dedicated to archiving them all. You can just find them on YouTube, and there's just like loads of channels where like it just goes on forever, like Jack Robin Williams movie trailers at the beginning of VHS tape, and then you just watch the trailers.
Do you guys have one that stands out? Do you guys have one that like stands out more than any other? For me, it's the Burger King. There's like a Burger King kid at the start of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
A
cartoon
kid?
VHS.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
kid?
And a kid with like
Oh.
like Viper sunglasses on and like a backwards hat. He was like the Burger King
As you
mascot at
do.
the time.
There was a
Like, the
child
animator was drunk.
spokesperson.
I believe so,
That's
unless
pretty
I'm
cool.
like fucking Mandela affecting the shit or something.
There was
Should've
also
been
like
called
the
Burger Kid.
There was the Burger King Kids Club.
Am I the only one who
The
remembers that kid?
BKKK.
I think it was something like that. All I remember is there was a bunch of kids and there was like a paraplegic who was just called Wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only thing I remember.
The one I don't know. I remember I don't know. My vocab is messed up today. I'm sorry. But remember the Ronald McDonald's and all of his friends like Mayor McCheese and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got rid of
the
them
ha-
because they were scary or something.
No, they got rid of them actually because you know that documentary Super Size Me. I think after that documentary came out, there was like a thing where most mascots for fast food places had to go away, and the only reason McDonald's got to keep Ronald McDonald was because he was part of some health campaign or something. At least that's from my knowledge.
Like
You
the
know,
little
the
Donald
Lion,
House
the
or
Lion
something.
King VHS had a really good one that really made you want to go to Disneyland. It was like a brother talking to his
I
like,
remember.
little sister,
Yeah.
like describing everything.
Like,
And then there was
whoa.
also the Angels in the Outfield.
I remember
Yeah.
thing
that.
at the start of the Lion King.
Yep. Yep. I remember
I
every
thought it was for like
commercial
Disney
on the Lion King.
cruises, but maybe it was for Disney World.
You know,
We need a proper YTV commercial and bumper like archive because Taylor, let me tell you, there's like a bunch of them that I remember. That
There's
are
a
just,
channel
like,
that has the
lost in
YTV
media.
bumpers, I think.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
a channel
But
that does like VHS intros. You know how like every VHS had trailers before the movie? I think there was like some channels or uploads on YouTube that just do that. Like I remember just one night I got bored out of my mind and I went on YouTube and just like just watched a bunch of videos of VHS intros and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, like
You
there's
can go
this
down those
one.
rabbit holes.
There's also archives of pirate copies of VHSs.
You
And
know,
yeah.
there was this one trailer for the VHS trailer that I remember for the Neverending Story 3. When I first saw this story involving a mysterious book, I was like, oh, this shit has to be interesting. I used to think that shit was way interesting than it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with Jack Black? Or
Yep.
is that the second one? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Never saw that
And
one.
it turns out, through the power of internet reviewers, the actual film was horrible.
Mm.
Never Ending Story 3.
Yeah, it's not a very well liked movie. I know that.
I mean, it's called The Never Ending Story, so it's begging for sequels, right?
I remember on VHS seeing a trailer for the '97 Kimba film.
Oh,
Yeah. I heard there were comments of people saying that.
And I was interested in it as a kid, but never got the chance to see it. And then
it
like
must be
the
better
whole
than the series.
controversy thing came up, and I saw a clip, and I'm like, this can't be it, because this animation looks worse. It's like, oh, it's
from
a
the
TV
'97
show.
movie.
Yeah, I heard there were some comments I got of people saying like that they wanted to check out Kimba, and then the controversy happened, and then they were like, well, if it's just The Lion King, then why would I watch it? It's like,
Adam, what would you say
is
the best piece of Kimba media, I guess? If there was like, what's the most competent?
Well, so like the 80s show looked like something that I would watch as a kid. It was something where I would be like, yeah, I could totally watch this as a kid. It was like competent for what it was. The movie is like well animated. Like the 97 movie is like good animation, but the story is just so all over the place. It tries to do like 4 different things, and there's no like proper through line. It's just kind of a mess narratively. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like things that I would rewatch as an adult, then probably just like the elephant genocide episode.
Or the terrible dub of the second series that was done by the Christian Network.
But it's so difficult to watch still. It's
not
so
even in an ironic way.
I mean, my video has the best parts. So you don't have to watch the series, but like it's still very difficult to get through.
I
was thinking this when I was editing like the Kimba mega compilation, but how funny would it be if you never found those YouTube uploads of the fucking
yeah, and I had to use the ear rape version.
You were stuck with the DVDs.
Yeah.
Whatever happened?
So
did Palm Beach Entertainment, the people who did the DVDs of that dub, did they do anything else?
They just, I don't know. They just didn't care. I don't know what I don't know what their story is. I'm not gonna look into Palm Beach Entertainment. What's up, Travis?
I looked them up. I looked up the dubbing company.
Oh.
Go on, Travis.
I was gonna ask, is the 1966 movie worth watching? Because I actually want to see it because it's done by a director who's directed one of my favorite movies.
Oh. What's the
directed
favorite
by
movie?
Belladonna of Sadness, directed by Eiichi Yamamoto. It's kind of like a movie like Fantastic Planet. It came out the same year. It's a Japanese anime.
Yeah, I think it's on my list actually. That's kind of funny. I didn't know it was the same director. Yeah, the 66 movie or whatever it was. What was I don't remember. It's literally just like if I remember correctly, it's like basically just parts of the episodes.
So
really?
That Winnie the Pooh movie, which was just like shorts or something.
I mean, it's like it's like I forget if it's literally clips from episodes or if it's like a summary of the events of, but it's like basically like from a few different episodes. And I don't remember if it's the same animation, but it's just like a summary of the events of like
Even
certain amount
Pokemon,
of
the first
episodes.
movie had some of that. Even the first Pokemon movie had a little bit of that in the start.
Oh,
Yeah, I found the dubbing company that did like the fucking Leo the Lion show.
Hmm.
And I saw like another movie of theirs they did, and it's like, yep, this is equally horrible.
That's funny that
They
people
don't
hire
do
them to
good
do
dubs.
things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you mentioned about that like dub. I'm sorry, my vocab is off today. I don't know why, but you were talking about like that movie from the 1967 Kimba movie. It reminds me of the Winnie the Pooh, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which was just a bunch of Winnie the Pooh shorts strapped together into a movie. Yeah, and now Winnie the Pooh is getting a horror film apparently.
Can't wait.
I can't believe they didn't make the tagline just "Oh bother."
Oh, bomb
That would
now.
have been
It
the best.
looks like
It should be why bother?
Yeah, literally. It's gonna be so bad.
Why does the
I forget
Astro
why
Boy
it's
picture
lame.
the picture on IMDb for Astro Boy has him seek healing basically?
What
sounds
sucks
about
is
right.
I haven't seen Astro Boy the anime, but I have seen the CG movie with Nick Cage. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I guess going back to
Oh, I
guess,
remember that movie.
I don't remember that existing. I don't think I watched it.
it's
I
not
remember
good.
it.
It's boring as hell. But
I remember
guess
it being
going-
very, very long.
I barely remember anything about it.
Did anyone bother with that Nick Cage playing himself movie thing?
I did, and I had problems. My biggest problem with it was that, like, if it wasn't Nick Cage, the movie would be so boring. It's just like,
Yeah.
the filmmaking.
I haven't seen
nothing,
it. It
There's
just
nothing
looked-
interesting about the filmmaking. It's all standard.
Yeah, the
music
trailer
is just,
looked very
the,
uncreative.
Nick Cage did good, and I think Pedro Pascal did good, but everyone else was just It was just boring. It was like it only got attention because Nick Cage was in it.
Exactly.
playing
It looked
himself.
like a soy movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When he was doing interviews, people kept putting in the group chat being like, "Oh, look at all these crazy things that Cage is saying." And I was like, I don't feel like this is genuine. I feel like he's just saying these crazy things. The movie's coming out.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned that like
look
that
how
movie.
crazy Nick Cage is.
I'm pretty sure that he
Yeah.
mentioned that movie is not accurate to his life at all. It's just something that the director made up.
Of
and I
course.
think he was against some of the things.
What?
I thought he was gambling it in life. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't
I
think
just
it was
wonder what
supposed to
effect it's
be
going to have
a
on his
real life
career,
story.
like because this is kind of like the peak of the Nick Cage renaissance. So is it gonna kind of end that, or is it gonna?
I like it when Nick
Yeah,
Cage
let's
is
see
in
what
movies
projects
like
he has
Pig.
coming out.
I like his there. I like Pig was good in Pig, even though Pig wasn't amazing. It was a.
I like Pig a lot. It was it was one of my biggest surprises of last year for sure. But
Pig
going
was
back to I
awesome.
guess
Pig.
Going back to like
Pig
public
was
domain characters.
exquisite.
'cause I guess going back to public domain characters, when Mickey Mouse gets in the public domain, I want someone to make like a Midsummer Mickey Mouse movie or something. Or
That'd be
like
fun.
some stupid horror film with Mickey Mouse in it. Just do it. I mean, I get you can't use like Donald, Goofy, and stuff, but
When,
just
when,
make something
when
like that.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, they're the winner of their lives. Oh.
When he's public domain, you're gonna see a lot of like stores and like cities like just having Mickey Mouse stuff more often.
I think like the modern Mickey Mouse designs they can use still, but I think it's mainly Steamboat Willie that's going to go into public domain, and you can have to base your stuff up that like public domain's weird. How with Frankenstein you can't use like the green with the bolts design, but you can still use Frankenstein in other contexts or something. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
have no idea.
Yeah, because like the novel's quite old, and then like the green design is like not something that's in the book, so it's a unique design of itself, right? So,
Yeah.
Well,
I know this
Park
like
got away with it.
I know with like Hotel Transylvania, they had to make Frankenstein blue in that film because of like they didn't want to get sued by Universal.
Danny Boyle has a pretty good vision of
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
I forget what I was gonna say.
Okay.
You know, Adam.
What?
You know, Adam.
Yes.
A quick question for all of us: is Jordan Peele's newest film a big yup or nope? Get
Nope.
it?
I say yep.
It's a big yep.
I would think it's a yep.
It's a.
really good.
I would say
It's
yes.
It's pretty good.
It's
really
a
good.
yep.
I would say Get Out is his best movie, but Nope is my personal favorite from him. I would say
It's a lot better than Us. in my
For sure.
opinion.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
ending of
Without
Us-
going into detail for
it's really,
spoilers.
it's really well shot. It's like his best looking film.
Oh
in my
yeah, for
opinion. I
sure.
don't know if anyone agrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
No
like,
spoilers,
there's,
but
like,
the creature design too was I thought that was an inspired take on the genre.
I didn't know there was a
it's,
Not
I
gonna.
would talk about why I think it looks really good, but it spoils it. So I'm not,
I think.
Sure.
I think it's you.
it's Christopher cinematographer that worked with Christopher Nolan did Nope, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It's like, this looks like really great.
Yeah, I think
Good
I
name
think
for
it
the
looks
movie
good.
too.
Yeah.
That's a clever name.
That's honestly, I really like. That's probably one of my favorite things about the movie is the name. I think it's so great.
Mhm.
It's up there with. If it weren't for Everything Ever All at Once, this would honestly be my favorite movie of the year, honestly. But Everything Ever All at Once topped it still.
Yeah, I'll watch it again.
So my favorite.
The best
I
film
love
of the past
I'll get
5
the
years.
4K for sure. I'll
still
get it
gotta
when
see
it comes
that.
out on 4K.
I have the 4K of it. It's awesome.
What,
Yeah,
that
I-
Is it
everything?
streaming anywhere?
My favorite movie.
Yeah, I have the 4K of
Feeling.
Everything Ever All at Once. I loved it. I've seen it 3 times
Oh.
now, and it still gets. It
You know
still
what?
holds up better. Honestly.
You know what? You know what's funny? I went to see it at Allo, like if anyone knows like movie here in New York. And when I was booking it, because Alamo does like a good food service, so they had like a special menu for stuff about the Note. So special drinks made for the film Note. Like, oh, and then like I was reading the names of the drinks, and as I was reading them, I realized it was like spoilers for the movie.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad. That's
That's
really
bad.
bad.
I avoided trailers for
doing
Nope
it.
as much as I could, and I'm glad I
put it
did.
down-
I
put it
avoided
down, though,
everything
I
about
realized
Nope,
these
including the
names have to
synopsis.
do with the movie.
I try to avoid trailers, but sometimes I couldn't avoid it. I made the mistake with Men by when a trailer played before Everything Ever All at Once. I made the mistake of watching the Men trailer before that, but I'm trying to avoid that now. I haven't seen any trailers for Decision to Leave. I'm not going to watch any trailers for pretty much any movie that I'm looking forward to. But if it's for something I don't care about, then I'm okay with watching a trailer.
That new movie that the Three Billboards guy directed, I haven't seen the trailer, but my friends keep telling me to watch the trailer, and I'm like, why do I need to watch the trailer if I'm already sold?
That's what I haven't seen a trailer either. I'm avoiding it.
I like
exactly.
what TIFF does. Like what they do is they usually like instead of just like straight up trailers, sometimes they just post like a minute-long clip on the movie's page.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's honestly probably better.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's weird for me is whenever I see a movie, it always depends on the distributor for how many trailers I get. When I saw Bullet Train, there was like 8 trailers, but when I saw Bodies today, there was only 2. And the only 2 were for Smile,
sometimes
that
it's...
shitty horror film, and Pearl, the Ty West prequel to X.
Yeah, sometimes it's just based on who's releasing the movie.
I am so excited for that film.
What, Smile or Pearl?
Pearl.
I'll be
And
right
maybe
back.
Smile too.
Are you guys
Oh,
noticing any?
Uh,
Are you guys noticing any new trailer cliches? Like I feel like we're kind of stepping away from like, the
Honestly, that's a really good
That's
question. That's a really good question.
the one that's still sticking around. The one that's
Remixes of old songs.
Yeah,
Oh,
the piano, basic piano melody of
Oh
the
god,
original.
the piano, yeah.
That's
There
still
was
a
a
thing.
trailer. There was this one trailer for this movie, like there's this movie Till that's coming out, and the trailer was very bad to me. Yeah, I don't know.
I saw the trailer for the new George Miller movie.
I've avoided that as well. I'm gonna see that comes out the end of this month, I think, and I'm avoiding the trailer for that as much as I haven't seen it.
My theater, one of my theaters is playing it is on the opening night of it. They're double featuring it with Babe, Pig in the City.
Weird.
And I'm debating on going to that because I've never seen it before. That'd be a really funny one to go see.
It's funny how
doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
It's funny how George Miller did both Mad Max and Babe. It's just weird. It's like Gore Verbinski, where he did a bunch of kids movies like Ringo,
And
but
Happy
he did The
Feet.
Ring. Yeah, he did Happy Feet as well. I haven't seen that in years.
It's weird that Ali did Brokeback Mountain and the Hulk.
Hulk's the only Bang Lee movie I've seen. Actually, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll watch Brokeback Mountain probably before
Brokeback
Sedona
Mountain
cast,
is
but
like, without spoiling, Brokeback Mountain's like super well shot, well paced, very you get the impression that the person making it has a very good understanding of how to make like a film that you can take seriously, like high cost, I guess. And then there's the Hulk, which is the fucking best. It's like awful editing.
yeah.
Brokeback's
like-
kind of iconic, honestly. It's really
Man.
great.
The weirdest. I have like this
Oh,
old
it's
Hulk. I have this old Hulk
amazing
DVD
movie.
for some reason, and one of the things is one of the special features is literally just an ad for the drink Sunny D, the orange juice. I don't know why. It just has it on the DVD for some reason as a special feature. You can just watch. But other than that, it's Hulk is the only one I've seen, and it's funny bad to say the least in parts.
I really want to see The Ice Storm by Ang Lee. I heard that one's really good.
And
Is it
Ang Lee
good?
did Gemini Man with Will Smith, the best
Oh yeah, he
YouTuber
did
ever.
do Gemini Man. I forgot about
Keep that movie's name out your flipping mouth.
Funny thing about Gemini Man is my family my dad really wanted to take the family to see Gemini Man when it came out, and it happened to be coming out on the same day as The Lighthouse. And I had to sit through Gemini Man, knowing that The Lighthouse was just right next to me, and I couldn't go see it.
That sucks. I have a question. Did you see Gemini Man in regular fashion, or did you see it with 60 frames per second 3D?
I saw it in the Dolby Cinema thing, but the theater that I went to was showing the frame rate, but they only had one or two showings of it, and it was at they were matinee showings.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I debated when Gemini Man came out. I debated seeing it in 3D 60 FPS, but I don't know. I just didn't see it because I just didn't care for some reason. Does the 4K Blu-ray have that option, or is it just in standard only?
I don't think it does. To be honest, I haven't thought about Gemini Man since I listened to the podcast episode of it.
Yeah, Gemini Man featuring famous YouTuber apologist Will Smith.
Gemini Man.
My favorite
YouTuber. The only mention of Gemini, whenever I think of Gemini Man, I always think of it as Filmento's main point of argument when he compares it to the Old Guard, which I heard is pretty good. The Old Guard.
I haven't seen the Old Guard.
I didn't hear really good things about it.
Do you think he named his daughter Willow Smith as an ode to himself?
Yeah. Willow, Jaden, Jada, Will.
Jada.
Oh my god.
They're obnoxious. They suck.
Oh my god.
The only thing I'll say, just keep Shane Dawson away from Willow Smith and you're okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do the thing where I go through people's names one by one as I see them on my end, and everybody can ask one final question or comment, and then I'll wrap this up because I gotta get some editing and watch-alongs done. All right, Taylor.
What are the top 3 reasons that Will Smith waited for you to upload your reaction video?
Number 1, he respects me. Number 2, Jada told him to do this also. Number 3, money.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Confirmed.
Kiki?
Yeah, this is a question for Adam and for everyone else, if possible. But has anyone seen Flux Gourmet?
No.
No.
What is that?
Oh, it's the new Peter Strickland movie. It says it's a comedy horror.
It's on my list.
Yeah, it's sort of like this weird sort of thriller with kind of funny stuff happening occasionally. It's one of those things where it's like I liked it despite its issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched Barbarian Sound Studio. I thought it was decent. but I haven't seen the other
like
ones.
I've heard that this is probably his strangest work. I haven't seen any of the other ones to compare it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not really a horror movie, even though it has some weird,
Just a weird
grotesque
movie.
stuff in it. Yeah, it's a weird movie.
Yeah,
That's a good
he
way
likes
of
doing weird
describing it.
shit.
It's a little repetitive at points, but
Mm.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
I wonder if that'll be at TIFF.
I'll add it to my watch list.
No, it's on digital right now. I just looked. It's you can buy it
Flux
on like
Gourmet.
iTunes and stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can buy it on like iTunes and stuff right now. I think.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sal.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Jack.
Do you think you'll do watch along for the new Cool Cat redub?
I mean, that would mean that other people would have to find a way to watch it.
That's true.
So I don't know.
I guess that encourages people to support Derek. So
Is there
maybe
even a
I'll-
torrent for this
uh,
newest version, though? Is the question.
No, but no, you shouldn't use torrents. They're not.
I'm just asking a
what's that
question.
word? You can get tortillas. They're good.
I think only the original version has a torrent.
What counts as the original version? Though?
Like the OG
the
one.
original version?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
really?
only one original.
Oh no, but like it's the recuts where
That's not
like,
if it's a
looking
recut, that's
both
not the
ways.
original.
It's like Life of Pablo. I would have assumed it's like Life of Pablo, where like someone uploads a new torrent and then like the original torrent of
Well, I
First
know
Life
that
is
there's one
Lost,
for the
and then,
original.
yeah. Okay.
It's a bit,
Sorry.
so yeah, I don't know. I probably won't do a watch along for that, but maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what I like. I haven't thought about like making content out of Cool Cat for a while. I don't really have plans for it. I don't want to
Run it to the ground.
I don't want to hog it. I don't want to have ownership over that. I want other people to be able to do it without feeling like they're copying me, you know?
True. They don't want to be a copycat.
Exactly. They want to be a cool cat.
Good one.
All right.
Copying people is uncool.
Yes. Travis?
Well, I wanted to kind of ask a question of
You're a punk bitch.
and give you like a game recommendation to stream. But I wanted to ask you, well, hope you don't take this as rude, but why haven't you watched The Castle by Michael Haneke yet?
Because it was difficult to find in good quality for a while, and now I have a Blu-ray, and I just need to get to the point where I do it. Sometimes I just need to be in the right mood to check something out, and sometimes I forget that that's on the list of things that I want to check out.
Fair enough.
So.
I watched it recently, and I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Because to my knowledge, I don't know if Haneke's gonna make another film, and all I'm gonna say about it, if that was the last Haneke film you experienced for the first time, it would feel, I don't know, very really unsatisfying.
I don't think of things in that way.
That's fair. I'm just really curious to hear your thoughts on the film. I thought it was really good, but for what it was, but just trying to wrap my head around it still, because it was just kind of fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But the game I wanted to ask if you've heard of, or just like a recommendation. Have you ever heard of the Pikmin, Nintendo's Pikmin series?
I've heard of it. I haven't really played it.
I would recommend Pikmin 2 for a good streaming game.
Is that on GameCube?
Yeah, it's on GameCube, but there are other ways you can play.
I do have a Steam Deck.
It would be. Ooh. Is it actually on Switch?
Yep.
Pikmin 3 is on Switch.
The third one is.
The third one.
Oh, I thought they did the second. Isn't it packaged with the second one?
No, it's
No.
just the first. It's just Pikmin 3, and that's it.
They haven't. Well, it's on Pikmin 2 is on GameCube.
I
and Wii,
believe
and they haven't really.
I can play GameCube games on my Steam Deck.
Yeah,
I would
it's
well,
good too.
I would very much recommend Pikmin 2. It's a lot of fun. I feel like you'd find some enjoyment out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can
have to
sort of
remember.
contest that, I'd say actually start with the first one.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to pick, man.
Hmm.
I feel like I'd want to have this debate with you another time, but like, yeah, that's an entire different discussion. I have some things about the first one to say, but like, I just think Pikmin 2 is so much better than the first one.
Yeah,
personally.
absolutely. That goes without saying. But
Yeah.
I found that I actually enjoyed the other ones more after playing the first one. Like, don't get me wrong, the first one's great, but I found that my appreciation for the other ones were even higher after I played the first one, now that I had an idea of what I was getting into.
Hmm.
Fair enough. It's
Yeah.
one I should probably play. Again, I haven't played it in years though, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was me.
I played a demo of the third game. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't really my thing.
That's fair. I actually never played the third game, but I own it.
Hmm.
But
I'll get
Pikmin
into
2
it at
is
some point.
My favorite. Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. No problem.
Kiet.
Yeah. How are you finding BoJack so far up to season 6 now?
I'm enjoying it. I like the writing a lot more than I like the animation. And
Yeah, the animation is cool.
on my last trip to the States, I was watching with my boyfriend some BoJack, and I was also watching some Gumball. And it was clear as day watching Gumball, just like, you can have 2D animation and still have it look like phenomenal without, having so you don't need to like add more frames to make that happen necessarily.
Gumball
You
has
know?
awesome animation. I love that
Gumball has
style a
like
lot.
some of the most incredible animation of like a television show, especially one that can claim it's like maybe for kids or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's very
and so
much-
yeah,
Gumball-
and not just
Gumball
the
is insane.
animation, but like the character design. Like, that's one
Oh,
thing that's
really?
really I don't like in BoJack. I think the character design's not great, and that combined with the
A
animation.
lot
it's
of
unappealing
adult
to me.
cartoons nowadays have pretty terrible character designs. Honestly, like there's that show Paradise PD that has awful character design. Big Mouth has pretty shitty character design as well. There's a lot, especially on Netflix, has a lot of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flippin' Jimmy.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah,
that's
I forgot about that.
What's this show?
Oh.
Ugh.
There's
It's a
an
Better Call
animated
Saul
spinoff of
animated
Better Call
s-
Saul called Slippin' Jimmy, and it's a thing that exists.
It's not
Okay,
good, from what I've been
let's
told.
see
I
what
hope
this
It's
is.
horrific.
It's on AMC Plus, yet another streaming service you gotta have.
I mean, you've got to have it to watch Better Call Saul, unless you've got.
I'm not going
I'm
to.
all
It's
caught
fine,
up.
don't
Or
worry.
if you're British, you can watch it on Netflix at the same time.
2011.
Yeah, I like
that-
BoJack, and I'm interested to see where it goes, and I like what it tackles. But
Yep.
yeah, I wish the animation was better.
And how's your mental health these days? Just generally asking.
Getting
You don't mind me
better.
asking, that is. That's good.
I think. Yeah.
Glad to hear, man.
Thank you.
Mm. I'm done.
BC.
Yeah, hello. I'm new here for one, so hello everyone.
Hello.
And I
Oh, you're
guess
new?
I'm doing good. This is my first time. I finally came to Patreon because I was just like, I want to do this somewhat. But I guess I'm
Thank
not
you.
really a question, but I have two game recommendations
Yes.
for two series. One I've been thinking of, especially since like, if your tendonitis is getting bad, one that could definitely work well as like a fun streaming series with you, Scoot, LW, and stuff is the Ace Attorney trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
They're really fun.
They're on
games
PC
that,
now,
like,
right?
Yeah, they're on
Yeah.
PC, Switch, and pretty much they're also on PS4 and Xbox, pretty much. So
Mhm.
you can just get them on there. They're really fun games that would be fun for like role playing, similar to like the Doki Doki Literature Club.
Okay.
Playthrough, I guess. It'd be really fun to do so. But I don't like Doki Doki Literature Club. I mean, they're cheesy with the dialogue, but there's actual like skill you have to think about, and it isn't just like pick a choice and that's it.
Mhm.
they'd be really fun for you guys to maybe do the first 3 games on the stream at some
Yeah,
point.
it is
They
on my
would-
list of
it would be
things
fun.
that I could check
Are those
out.
on PC?
They are on PC
Yeah, they
now,
are.
aren't they?
They're on
Yeah,
PC
there's a
and
like on
PC
Switch.
Steam?
release of the first 3.
Yeah, and
they,
Switch
they
and
go on
Xbox and
sale
PlayStation.
frequently. Yeah.
They should probably
Capcom
just
has-
port all of them, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 4, 5, and 6, I think are like DS exclusives for some reason, but the first 3 you can get on Steam for.
I didn't know there were 6 of
They're
them.
on sale a lot.
4, 5,
4
and 6
has
are actually
a
on
fucking
the,
iOS and Android release though.
Yeah.
Apollo Justice.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
know
they
that
broke
actually.
it up into like an episodic model, though.
Weird. So
Yeah.
I hate episodic models, honestly. I mean, Life is Strange stopped doing it. That's the one of the only few good things it did. And then the other recommendation I have is, I know with your tendonitis, you can't really. I don't know if you could do platformers or anything, but I would like for maybe you to do both the Psychonauts games at some point.
Yeah,
They'd be
I'm
interesting ones.
I'm testing things out and seeing like how I do. I like when I play Super Meat Boy, it makes it not good. And I think also like part of
Yeah,
it is
I don't
like
do it.
there's some games that kind of like because of how they function, even if they don't ask you to, you wind up pressing the buttons like really hard. Like if it's like
Mhm.
like you got to time things, you're like wah, wah, you know, like so that
Yeah,
that
I
also
mean-
doesn't help. But
Well, and I'll give you this as a heads up. This only applies to the first game. That doesn't happen in the second game, but in the first Psychonauts, there's a part, and I'm sure those who played it understand. There's a part where you have to like button mash to grind certain things in order to progress,
Mhm.
and you have to like. There's like this part where you have to button mash, and it's really annoying. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that, but it's one of the worst parts of the game. It's still a good game, but it is annoying. Psychonauts 2 doesn't have that issue. It's because it was made, I think, like last year, and it's way more forgiving with like the way you use buttons in that game, and way more forgiving with like lives and stuff. But I would like to see you play both of those because they're interesting narratively, and there's a lot of creativity with the ideas and the character designs. It'd be interesting for you to play it at some point.
Okay.
Both of them. There's also a VR game, but I don't think you don't have to play that.
A VR game.
For PSVR, I don't know.
What is it?
Was like it's like an hour long, and it's just like you could just if you want to know everything about it, just watch like a YouTube a playthrough of it.
What's it called?
The VR one, it's called like the Psychonauts Rhombus
Oh, okay,
something.
okay.
It's I don't know. It's like an hour long. It's not necessary because I think in the second game you could just watch like a recap of the story of that game pretty much if you need to catch up on anything, but it's not really important. They're Psychonauts 2 is a better game, I would say, than Psychonauts 1 because Psychonauts 1 has some dated elements because it's a 2005 PS2 original Xbox
I see.
platformer.
I didn't know it was that old.
And the second game came out last year and it was like it's one of the few Game Awards nominees that I actually like. It's really great. I would recommend you play both of those at some point. Maybe when your tendonitis gets better or something.
Yeah.
Or when you feel up to it.
Thank you. Okay,
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Thanks. Rishi.
I have one question, a
Yes.
game recommendation, and 2 recommendations for an Adam and Pals.
Okay.
The question I have with you is, by now all of us are familiar with the well-liked but the very cliche home invasion film, but still very well-liked horror film, The Strangers.
Yes.
Everyone knows you hate it.
Everyone.
But a recent reaction to a video of someone's reaction to the film, who's known as David Rodriguez, who also goes by the name of Zavid, really was terrified by this film. And this got me thinking, did people respond to you saying that if you were in a situation where those 3 people were trying to enter your house and kill you, how would you feel if these 3 people entered your house and tried to toy you and kill you?
It would be a
If
lot
you
more
haven't
entertaining than the movie.
For sure.
Because you were home?
Well, I mean, yeah, it would be the movie doesn't offer the experience of making me feel like it's a thing that's happening to characters. It just makes me feel like I'm watching actors, you know? So if it was a thing that was actually happening, then sure, it would be a lot more entertaining.
You could Home Alone them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
like Kevin McAllister style?
Yeah.
Yes.
They missed an opportunity in New Home Alone to have Kevin Colin McCulkin come back, but at the same time, I can understand why, because that movie sucks.
But anyways, for my for an interesting game recommendation to you would be the Japanese shoot 'em up Choaniki,
How do I
which is a
spell that?
game that CHOANIKI.
Okay.
It is a game that John Tronas talks about in one of his videos on weird Japanese shoot 'em ups, and it's basically a game that It feels like a game that Eric Andre would make.
Okay.
It is so batshit insane and bizarre, and I want to show you. You don't mind if I show you, you don't mind if I show you the first level boss?
In what, like as a YouTube video?
No, as like an image.
Sure.
Maybe I'll try. Let me look up. Show Aniki first.
I see some muscly dudes. I see a guy that looks like he's like on a toilet, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Is it Elvis?
That is him. Yeah.
Oh wow, he's like bald. That's so bizarre.
That's him.
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow, that's so weird.
And I think PewDiePie played this game, and it was mentioned in his back in 2013.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this does look very bizarre.
And I think you and the rest will love it.
Okay. We'll see. Is it only... I'll look at what platforms it's on. So, like, the first one specifically?
There's one version that's on PS1, and the other one is on the PC engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese turbo graphics?
Yeah.
Is it a game you can emulate easily or something?
Probably.
May have to look. Not sure. Although I have played online PC, kind of like an online emulator version of it, the PS1 version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
and
was that you had one more game recommendation?
For Adam and pals, I have two movie recommendations.
Sure.
One is Thanksgiving, and the other one is Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. And the Thanksgiving would be an interesting option because just looking at this film, from the purposely bad acting to itself taking it to its self-awareness, I feel this was born for a Thanksgiving themed Adam and Pals.
I tried watching it and I wasn't really into it because I would rather laugh at something that's not trying to be funny.
It's I heard Thanksgiving 3 is like really bad though. I heard Thanksgiving 3 is like one of the worst movies ever or something. Like not even like ironically or anything. It's
yeah,
just,
I think
horrendous.
I don't know if I tried watching that one or not.
Thanksgiving 3 is insulting.
Yeah, I did try watching it. I gave it a 2. I don't know if I like finished it or not. I tried. If I watched these, it was like a long time ago. But I have IMDb ratings.
Finish
for
the
them,
movie?
Who knows? I have no idea if I did.
On me.
If you can't tell if you finished a movie, that's not good, you know.
I tried watching Gorilla. I gave up halfway through. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah. And then Romeo and Juliet.
The Baz Luhrmann version.
So that's like Leo DiCaprio. What is that? That's all like kind of Shakespearean dialect, right?
Yeah. Look, I'll probably. I think the best book or a guide to read on the internet is Shakespeare translated. Is like there's like a no fear Shakespeare translation of Romeo and Juliet. I think it's best if you read that first before you get into the film. With
that sounds like
Scoot and
that sounds like a lot of work.
Well, and just a quick thing, if you hear the term, do you bite your thumb at us, sir? Because back in the day, biting your thumb was the equivalent of the middle finger.
Okay.
And trust me, and it's kind of like Space Jam. It's kind of like my Space Jam, where what I like the film, it's just shown in a very bizarre and over the top way.
Okay, I'm interested. It's on my watch list. I'm interested in checking it out. I don't know if I will do an Adam and Pals on it though. I don't know if I'm committed to that.
And the ending, I'm sure you're familiar with the ending. Where all of us are familiar with the ending
because it's Shakespeare.
It's just
I'm not familiar.
No, it's all shown through visuals.
Okay, well, I'm not.
The death scene. Oh, and it's just so sad because it's happy because the two are together in heaven, but it's so sad because the only way they had to do that was kill themselves and be away from all of the conflict, the pain, the constant bashing of heads, and quick cut editing. The purposeful quick cut editing.
I will check it out at some point.
All right. Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Romeo and Juliet is the only Baz Luhrmann movie I've seen other than the new Elvis movie. I still haven't seen Moulin Rouge or The Great Gatsby.
I've seen Moulin Rouge too. I haven't seen The Great Gatsby. I heard that one is not that good.
I want to add something about Romeo and Juliet
but I haven't
real
seen
quick.
It.
Sure.
Oh, go ahead.
Bye, Salamander.
Bye.
I'm not. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it'll be easier next time.
Thank you.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Travis?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, apparently, I'm not sure how much of this is true or not, but apparently Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes hated each other while filming that movie.
Good.
Oh no.
So I just find it funny how Romeo and Juliet on set hated each other. So that's really funny.
Which one's the asshole though?
I don't know. Might have been Leo, might have been Claire. I have no idea. Don't really know.
Bofa.
But Bofa maybe. Yeah.
Pretentious bloke.
Oh, is this mic working?
Yes, it is.
Great. Okay. I have a film to recommend because I saw it one night a while ago, and it has only 125 ratings on IMDb. But the title is She, I guess, but it's spelled S-H-E, and it's a stop motion dystopian movie about shoes. And
is it
it's
2018?
Really... Yes, that's accurate.
Okay.
It's from Asia, I think. There's no dialogue in the movie. It's just
that sounds cool.
It's very cool.
I watch listed it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I also have my watch list. I'm interested.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to end this thing, and I'll be back online on Twitch in, I don't know. I'm gonna take a 20-minute break or something. And then I'll be editing some stuff, and we'll be doing some watch-alongs. I gotta watch Brokeback Mountain, and we can maybe do some The Boys, season 3. Maybe some. I don't know if we'll do Rosemary's Baby tonight, but.
You mean the sequel?
I mean, I want to rewatch. I'm actually planning on rewatching the original anyway. So, because just someone wanted me to come on their thing and talk about it, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing that anyway. And then
that's funny. I only found out about the sequel recently. It's so weird that there's a sequel that was made in the 70s. You can only find on VHS for one thing and on YouTube, which is just so funny. And the funny thing is, I haven't seen the first Rosemary's Baby, but I do know that they had to recast certain characters. None of the original actors came back, but for some reason they kept the same characters, and they just got new actresses and stuff to be in them for some reason.
Yeah, the poster looks really bad, so I'm excited to see what that's like. If it's even something that I can stay awake through, we'll find out. But anyway, thank you all for thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Bye bye.